AutoCraft Season 4 was an unforgettable season as it was my first full season on the server. This season was packed with some awesome moments from building an escape room, making shops, and playing minigames. Join me as we relive the entire season. With the release of Minecraft 1.20, we have reset the AutoCraft server with the start of AutoCraft Season 4. This time I'm starting at the beginning of the season, so let's get right into the starting circle.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Season 4 of AutoCraft. Welcome to all of our new members. Welcome to all of our recording members, all of our returning members, and Crink. Let's go!
All right.
Let's be honest, we need to do the wager needs to be taken right now. Which one of us is going to die first?
No,
There it is.
Oh no!
Is that a
Damn,
record?
you stole my thunder! I was literally
Yeah, there
looking
it
for
is. I don't think bets were placed yet.
This is sketch.
Is it? Not in there yet.
A little bit, yeah. There's a lot of like something could drop down is the scary part.
Wait, come here. Okay, I haven't touched it yet, but I might have
Okay.
found something. Stand right here and look that direction.
Is that a spawner?
I think so.
It's gotta be.
Spiders.
Spiders. Okay.
Got a light.
Sharpness 4.
I got a name tag.
Taking that. I kind of want to see.
I say,
down
do we want to go
here.
down there?
I want to look.
Oh,
Whoa.
I would rather wait till Iron Armor at least for that.
I would rather wait. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff down there. A lot of it looks really cool. It looks
See a creeper?
deadly though.
Creeper and Dripstone. Oh, bunny. Hide.
Nice. Yeah, that's probably smart. Okay, so yes.
Oh,
What's your Oh, that's a horrible
I didn't even get hide. Still no village. Oh, spruce though.
Spruce. Yes, let's grab some spruce. 'Cause that's a grove right there. Yeah. Ow! No, I'm not gonna try to kill that unless he comes out and starts to burn. Come here. Oh yeah, he's gonna try to burn.
I'm a surprise attack him.
That hurts.
Oh, okay.
Don't
Okay,
die.
Yep,
Don't
I
die.
agree.
Don't die. Okay. I'm running. Oh, I see some more cobblestone.
Oh.
I see
Coming
a
up.
zombie. Here, come back up to the surface.
Coming.
You have torches, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a skeleton.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to get in there. It's like low. It's like lower down.
Okay, I'm watching your back because there's some more caves and stuff here.
Oh no. Nope. Well,
Careful.
they're fighting.
Okay. Careful. Got a zombie.
3 hearts.
Okay. Name tag. That's all yours.
Where are we at?
Good news. We are where
I see them. Oh my god, they're all wearing salmon heads.
Oh,
Wait, I don't see
Oh.
Rusty though. I see Calvin, I see M, and I see Tom.
okay.
Oh no, it's Crink.
Ow.
Oh, be
How
nice
good
to
can it
him.
be? No, I'm kidding. I've been adventuring with Crink. It's been good fun.
I really
so-
hope this isn't the start of something.
This is not going to be the start of something.
How?
Is there like a specific
bear
direction with the lush cave?
I think straight down.
Okay.
Yeah, but does
I mean,
it's all waterlogged.
Yeah, it is.
It's not waterlogged.
Well, okay.
Oh my god, it's such a pretty cave.
Hang
You were in
on.
it.
Where
How
are
did you get in
you?
it?
Where are you?
I dug further
Oh, I
down.
see it. Oh my
Hi.
god.
It is
Like,
very
that
pretty,
sounds-
isn't it?
Yes. I need an axolotl right
Ooh.
now.
So is
I
that
see.
water at the bottom or no?
I am not. I wouldn't.
Only one
I
way to
wouldn't
find out.
gamble on it. I wouldn't bet on it. No.
Okay. Does somebody want to try? Is there somebody adventurous who
I'm
knows
willing.
their spawn is set up the top?
I'm
Where are
willing.
you? I wanna get this on camera. There's also
I
an enemy here, so
am
don't look
over
at
by
it.
like the entrance area where we came in.
Okay. Oh, I see you.
Oh, it's open to
I'm the one with the
ceiling
salmon head on.
over here.
You one with the salmon head. I'm talking over here if somebody wants to jump off there, because that gets to the bottom of the
All right,
world.
let's.
So you
let's
could
take a
just
peek.
follow the water.
All right, let's
But
see.
I want somebody
Where-
to jump up
Right here?
here. Then jump.
All right,
I don't want to die.
I'm alive.
Oh.
Oh, what?
Hi, guys.
Okay, now,
Oh, there is.
now
it
come
is
back
water.
up.
There's a
Oh,
water
it's
right here.
barely water right
It's right
there.
there.
Yeah.
Is it like
Yeah.
really
Very flat though.
tempting
It's
me?
very flat down here.
Yep,
Yeah.
I know.
And the creepers as well.
Oh! Oh my god!
Oh,
Okay,
I
that's
froze.
enough. I'm
How did
I'm
I'm
out.
out.
buddy?
I'm out.
Okay.
I was able to get a little air, but not a lot. Okay, so 5 of us are out, and Calvin died. Okay.
And Calvin
Yeah,
actually
but
left.
So do we
Okay.
want to
Calvin left the group.
split our
Just-
goodies? Because I've got
Yeah, sure.
So
fair
much
amount
stuff.
of iron.
What is he doing?
Just
He must
rolling
be
up
so
on us.
confused. He just
Hello.
Oh,
Hi.
Sure.
that's no Sherbert.
Hello. Hi,
How's it
Sherbert.
going?
Very fishy.
Wait, hold on.
I see.
Sherbert, did
What?
you waste a diamond on leather trim?
No, I used a diamond on leather trim.
Oh,
That's what
I
you
gotta
think.
do this.
That is
It
what I
took
think.
all 6 of my bones.
Oh, you got a doggy?
I tried, but it didn't take it.
I've got 6 more if you want
Oh.
them.
Yes, please.
Ah, shoot.
Ah,
Yay!
Nice.
Yay!
Wait.
Yay.
Oh, I tried to steal Kring's dog, but I got a different dog.
this one's mad.
Was it?
Oh,
Oh, it's Ab.
Oh no!
Well, that's not how to tame.
How far? are
Okay,
we?
so
That is-
was that Kring's dog or was that my dog?
I think
Killed
that was
the rusty
yours.
dragon. Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm back in the cave.
Oh no!
Oh, are we like here?
We are basically
No.
here.
Oh, okay.
That
So like here.
We're here, but not here.
Yeah.
So are we here?
Um,
Here?
Are we
no,
here?
we just walked past here. We're kind of just here, but a
Okay.
bit more here than that.
I'm
Alright.
looking at my
Nice.
map, but I'm pretty confident you guys are there.
I hear
Oh,
we are
not
here.
might be
here.
there.
Oh, we're
I'm
there.
here.
To mention it.
No, I'm here. You're there.
But like, what if we're like over there?
But what if
with-
it's
with
neither
the
here
person
nor
that's over
there?
That is a good question. I think then we're just going. I guess we're just walking here then.
Oh, okay.
But do we need to go over
Sounds
there?
good.
No,
We
it's
might
here.
need to go over there.
All right, here.
Pigs, gonna wait here. We can go down.
Hello?
Hi.
We're so late.
Wow! Look at you guys. I heard somebody whispering and I was like, what? Hello?
So after we finished our whole little session thing, I got a couple of cows from Alpin, and then I wanted to create a strip mine via bubble elevator since we are so high up in the world. So I set out to the ocean to collect some kelp for everyone, since it was also a very large amount away from Starter Town. And then on my way back, I decided to also grab some obsidian so I can make a community nether portal until we get a more permanent portal. Afterwards, me and Lazy met up for our first journey into the nether.
All right. In the nether for the first. This is a sweet spot.
Yeah, way better than Crimson Forest.
Yeah. I mean, I like Crimson Forest, but this is I mean, better than Basalt Delta for sure. I didn't bring a boat. Ooh, there's a bastion. Let's go to the bastion.
I don't. Do we really want to do that?
Yes. What
Sure.
are you gonna lose? Some iron armor?
My 0 death reputation.
Okay, well then don't die. I think we can make it over there fine. All right, let's go.
Oh god, dude,
Come on, dude. Day one. We're going
don't
to a
like this.
bastion. Come on, come
I don't
on,
like this. I'm being peer pressured.
come on. Go on. Can you watch my back?
I
I'm just
know
gonna
you're facing the other way.
Well, watch where my back is facing. Obviously, is what I meant. Oh, we made it.
Oh, there's a brute right there.
Woo.
There's a brute right there.
Nice.
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! What have you done? All right, I am on the top.
Oh, there's hoglins too, so be careful.
We're in Salsa Valley.
I just saw a hoglin.
Ow. Oh, he won't get any close. I see a chest.
Uh-oh. Feeling that greed. I love it.
Where's that chest?
I don't have many blocks left, so. Anything good in there?
We got a
Arrows,
gold block
give
and a
me the arrows.
lodestone.
Ooh, a lodestone. Nice. Oh, I see some piggies with armor behind you.
Nope, 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 nope. There were
Brute.
2 brutes in there.
Oh my god. Can we pillar across
I'm telling you
and
though,
see them?
I'm telling
and
you,
shoot them?
that was definitely a treasure room.
Okay.
Like the full-on treasure room.
Let's see if we can get. Oh,
I went up right
Are you-
in that first little entrance right there.
what's that? What's that up there? I just saw. I just saw
skeleton,
something
probably?
weird. It's a skeleton.
I'm gonna look on the other side because I think there was just a single skeleton and then brutes in there. Yep, I see a double chest, a single chest, and at least 2 brutes.
Yep, I got both of them right here. I'm hitting them with steak because I'm stupid.
I'm just watching you do it.
An iron sword is going to take forever to kill these guys.
All right.
There we go. Is there
I
anything else in there?
Besides some things that can't reach us, I think we're good. Because I'm already in here. I haven't opened the chest yet though.
Yeah.
Ba-da-bum.
Cool. Ooh.
Oh man, you
Big
got the
step.
big step. I'm just kind of
Are you-
grabbing everything, and
Yeah.
we'll divvy up stuff. I think that's it. I think that's our treasure room. I think this is
Yeah. I
done.
think that's... All right.
Now get me out of here.
Yes, let's go.
After that, I did some mining to get some more diamonds, and then got to level 30, so I could then enchant my pickaxe.
He's
There we
just
go.
up there doing things. All right.
Fortune 3. It's a short text though, so I'm like, Here we go. I'm nervous. I don't want to hover over it.
All right.
Oh, it's good. It's a good. I got efficiency 4, unbreaking 3, fortune 3.
You win.
Oh,
You win.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right, guys. We are now solo. This is just us. We are pretty much one of the only ones on the servers. I have Alpin and Dune. It's also like 1:30 in the morning, but that's besides the point. I've got us set up with some cows over there, some sugar cane, some wheat, some sweet berries, and then I've also got a whole bunch of stuff here, including having 13 diamonds and already 53 iron, which is both pretty good. However, this iron is not nearly enough for anything that we want to do. So, with this pickaxe that I have enchanted, we're going to be going over to a grove that's over in that direction. That way we can get a whole bunch of iron, and a whole bunch of coal, because both of those things are going to be very useful in order to go mining for even more diamonds. And alright, coming back from mining, we got over a stack of just blocks of wrought iron alone and over 3 stacks of blocks of coal, and this only took me like 15 minutes. It's absolutely insane. So now I'm going to go ahead and throw all this iron into these furnaces, and then I'm going to go for a bit of a 1-hour mining session. All right, coming back from the mines, we got a good amount of redstone, just over a stack of the blocks of redstone. Of course, that was from before. This was also from before, but we're up to 51 diamonds now. And we also have a good amount of deep slate that we can use in order to build the starter house, because it's pretty much gonna be entirely out of deep slate for like the roof part. But we still need other materials, like we need a lot of spruce over there, and we're also going to need a lot of calcite and white concrete, meaning we need a way to get white dye. So in order to get bones, I went over to the skeleton spawner that Alpin and I found on the first day of the season and converted it into an XP farm so that not only can we get some bones and arrows from this, but we can also get loads of experience as we're doing it. And now that we have this skeleton spawner all set up, we can now get ourselves geared up a little bit more. As you see, I have been working on getting some tools, but I still want to be able to max out our shovel and put a better enchant on the sword since it only has sharpness 3. So I'm going to sit here for a little bit longer and go ahead and try to get these things, at least not I want to say fully maxed out, but with some good enchants on them for now. So the enchants that I was getting were pretty lackluster, so I decided to start collecting the materials that we are going to need in order to start building up our starter house. Alright, so now that we have all the materials that we're going to need in order to build up our starter house, let's go ahead and jump into a time lapse and build up the entire thing. And here it is. We have ourselves our starter house for AutoCraft Season 4. So we can start off by walking inside, and we are presented with two things, a staircase and a door. This door currently leads to absolutely nothing. But if we go upstairs, this will lead us to the main section of our house, which is going to have all of our storage, which I have already gone ahead and sorted everything. And then if you come to the other side, we have the main hallway here, which has our mine right here, and then also a big window over here, in which we could use this window for anything we want. My main goal is to be using it for once we get an elytra to be able to easily fly in and out of the base. So now we can look over all of Starter Town.
Wow, Craig, this looks amazing.
Thank you.
It's really gorgeous. Have you seen my base?
Yeah, aren't you in that cave over there?
Yeah, I'm a little cave in the hole in the ground. I'm looking forward to making a base. I'm just a little busy, but this looks amazing.
You want to come inside and take a look?
Yeah, give me a tour. Oh, goodness gracious.
I live up here. This is where my storage is. And then just basic hallway here. It'll be used for other things eventually. And then a nice old mine right here.
That's awesome. And what's downstairs?
Currently downstairs, I've got nothing. It's just kind of a blank space right now.
Really? Oh, yeah.
Actually, you know what? So if you're looking to have like a little bit of a starter house, if you want to move in downstairs, I'm completely fine with that.
That'd be very helpful. That would take a load off because I've got a lot of stuff that I'm doing. Like I'm trying to get all the archaeology stuff, and yeah, that would be helpful if you don't mind.
No, yeah, I'd love to have a roomie.
I won't even. Yeah, I don't even need to take up all this space.
Well, you can use whatever you want. I would just say I wouldn't go anything higher than where my area is. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to be renting out this space for free.
That's fair. That's fair. What are you thinking for rent?
For right now, I have to think about it, but I will definitely let you know, and you definitely have the spot secured.
Okay. All right, cool.
So now I guess we now have a roomie? Interesting. But that is going to have to go ahead and end off our first ever episode here on the AutoCraft Season 4 server. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have an amazing day or night or whatever it is right now. And I'll see you all in episode 2. With AutoCraft Season 4 still being in its early days, we don't have the best gear possible yet. So today, we are going to max out our armor with not only enchants, but also armor trims. And on top of everything, we are going to be getting wings so we don't have to walk everywhere we go. Welcome back to AutoCraft. So the first thing that we have to do in order to gear ourselves up is find a village. That way we can start getting some villagers and, breeding them and setting up some trades and doing all that kind of stuff. So what I have saved in my clipboard right now is actually this right here. This is going to be the coordinates of what is going to lead into a village in the nether. So let's go ahead and let's go into the nether down here and go to those coordinates. So it seems that it's going to be in the direction that's leading towards our nether fortress. So let's head in this direction. All right, so here are the coordinates. So let's go ahead and oh, come on. Anyway, let's go ahead and layer in our portal and then light it, and then this should bring us to a village on the other side. And here we are, literally right on top of the village. This is awesome. So now that we're here, I'm just gonna go and get ourselves set up a bit for getting ourselves a bit of a villager breeder set up, as well as getting some trades set up. Like I also brought some spruce saplings so we can grow some nice old big trees, so then we can craft a whole bunch of sticks that we can use to get a whole bunch of emeralds. So let me just go ahead and just get ourselves a decent little way set up here. The first thing that every player has to do in their brand new industrial district is to make a villager breeder. So I grabbed some carrots and some beds and constructed the breeder so we could have the ability to have infinite villagers all at our disposal. And surprisingly, it actually wasn't that hard to get the villagers inside the breeder, since I did use boats to get them in there, and it was all kind of like a downslope to get into the breeder. So we now have this thing fully built. One overnight AFK session later, and I think we have enough villagers. And the big thing right now is that today is the dragon fight. So that means I want to get some villagers going so we can get at least some protection on our armor, some mending and breaking, the good stuff. But as for things like respiration and aqua affinity and all that kind of stuff, I'm not 100% worrying about that right now until after dragon fight. So let's go ahead and let's get a little makeshift villager trading hall set up, probably like in the hill down here. and then maybe in the future we'll set up an actual one. The main way that I wanted to get emeralds to buy books was to use some Fletcher villagers so I could sell them some sticks for emeralds. So I had to chop wood, and some more wood, and more wood, and more wood, and then sell a whole bunch of sticks to buy some books. And then I had all the books that I was going to need, so I put the enchants on my armor, and we were now ready to fight the Ender Dragon.
Y'all, I don't know who put me in charge of this, but we're going to fight the dragon.
Woo!
Yay, dragon fight!
Yay!
Elytra!
I'm very excited about the elytra.
Oh,
Into the tree.
Right into the cherry tree.
Yes, let's
Right.
go. It's here.
That's
It's in the
that's where it
tree.
is.
easy peasy.
YOLO.
I'll
You'll
meet you
be
guys
fine.
there. I gotta go craft some diamond armor or something real quick.
All right.
All right, I'll find you guys in a minute.
I think we're supposed to be slightly to the... Oh wait, is that it right? What's that right there?
I don't know. My render distance isn't 16 chunks.
There's a pillar
is
coming
that?
out of the water.
Yeah,
Ooh.
and it's pointing there, so...
Well, who's
Ooh,
first?
look at this.
Oh,
We fancy.
Oh, don't go down the middle.
I think there's a
I'm
very
stuck.
easy solution to it first.
Oh, yeah.
Belly first. Your
I don't
ping
think
is
I should
90 and
scar
you're
bucket clutch
complaining?
this, yeah.
Hey! there's, like,
Welcome
stuff.
to the dungeon.
sideways?
Welcome to the dungeon.
Oh,
Saucy.
Wow!
Welcome
Feel
to...
free to break every block.
Place tribute in the barrel if you are
Don't
worthy.
break.
I'm gonna put a rib armor trim.
I'm going to set my
Oh.
spawn because this is not
Yeah,
going to
me
end
too.
well.
And there's a brush.
I'm just
I'm
going
not
to.
gonna
Oh, wait, I found a
behind
compass.
Crink.
Find a compass.
I'm just going to follow people and see what happens.
I found a lodestone compass.
Dun, 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 dun.
Ooh.
Oh, we have music
This
now.
is-
Like,
This
oh,
is
there's an
chaos.
alley. Go, fly, free.
We're just
You're
we're
mine
just
now.
I found a
There's
lever.
gravel on the ground here, and I
flicked
don't.
the lever.
hello.
Here. I'm not
Put 'em in.
touching
Oh,
that.
found another.
We got
Ooh,
everything
mending.
rigged.
That's 4, I think. I think that's 4, right?
Okay, so I see
I
that you guys are over
Oh, I
here.
found the
I
lever.
think-
Oh, it opened. Door
Red?
opened. The door opened.
Ooh.
Okay. Stay to the
Hey.
left. Here we go.
Yep.
Oh, here.
It's just I found one.
Don't need to be burning the toesies.
Oh.
I almost fell in.
Hey.
Spicy hot tubs.
Oh,
Lazy?
guys.
Ooh.
I thought you were
Lazy.
getting armor.
Yeah. Look, see, I got my pants now.
You-
Did you
only got
enjoy
pants.
my dungeon? Everybody paid
Maybe.
a good entrance fee?
No.
No, I just thought it'd be a lot of fun to have a little more interesting stronghold. They
I almost
get kind of
died.
boring these days. Almost is the best possible scenario.
Yeah,
I
she's
didn't
too
know. I
annoying.
had a blast.
But you guys did bring some pearls, right? Because I didn't have any pearls to turn this thing on.
I've got some tools.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I
Well,
found.
let's go fight some dragons.
I wonder where the portal is.
I think it's
It
right
went
here.
that way.
Oh, it's that way. Good.
I
Yes.
suggest that as a thank you for his hard work, we should send the Bond villain in the fishnets first.
I
Yeah,
actually
sounds
think
good
that's
to
a
me.
very
Yeah.
good one.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
Okay, in
right.
that case, everyone falling after him so he gets pushed off the edge.
Yes, I'm already crouching. Let's do
Good
it.
to go.
Woo! First one in.
You guys want to go home? We then proceeded to fight the Ender Dragon. Yup, it's pretty easy when you got a whole server team on it. Post Dragonflight, we split into 2 teams and ventured out to get some wings. However, right after I got my wings, I accidentally took a plunge into the void and had to clutch up with some ender pearls so I wouldn't lose all my stuff. Then I got another pair of wings to hand over to Sherbert, and then, nothing else happened, so we went home. So now that we have our wings, the next thing that I want to do is upgrade our armor a little bit. Because right now it's just normal diamond armor, when we could upgrade it a little bit with some armor trim. So let's go out on a little bit of adventure. I want to go into some trail ruins, maybe an ocean monument, the kind of stuff that has trims in it now, and see what we can get. The first place that I wanted to try and look was in a bastion. So I took on a few of them, and I actually got a total of 3 snout armor trims, and along with some other pretty nice loot. I then went into a jungle temple in which I obtained 2 of the wild armor trims, and then directly after that I went into a trail ruin to get some of the trims that are in there. Unfortunately, I only got 3 of the 4 that are possible to get, so I then dived into an ocean monument to get the tide armor trim by killing a few guardians. I also did get a few sponges while I was there. I then used the smithing table to make my brand new armor. So what I've decided to go with is all diamond trim. So as for everything that we did for the armor, I did the spire trim on the helmet, which is obtained through the Uncity. And then I did the snout armor trim on the chest plate, which is from the Bastion. And then on the leggings and the boots, I did the host armor trim that is found in the Trail Ruins. And the reason why I did the diamond trim is because putting trim on diamond armor doesn't really look that good in my opinion. The only one that kind of looks good is going to be either the netherite one or the diamond one. And if we plan on upgrading our armor to netherite in the future, netherite probably isn't going to look the best. However, if we do diamond right now, as soon as we upgrade to netherite, we'll still have that blue accent on it. So really, I'm just thinking in the future at this point. Now we need to go work on something with Lazy. And the thing that we are going to be doing with Lazy is that he is going to help me build up an iron farm that is hidden so we do not have to see any of the iron golems spawning, and we also do not have to see any of the villagers inside of it. All we are going to be able to see is the iron golems dying. So we dug out the room and got the pods ready for where the villagers are going to sit. And also, while I was spawn proofing the one cave that was pretty close to where the farm was, there was a zombie inside of it, so we used him to power the farm. After putting him inside, we built up the tube that the iron golems would fly up through, and then made the killing chamber and watched them fall. Now we also have a new form of getting emeralds. So with this iron farm being fully complete, I have a bit of a confession. So unfortunately, a lot of my villagers have died because I didn't put up a wall right here. So what happened twice is a baby zombie actually came through here and killed all my zombies and turned them into zombie villagers. However, we got lucky. All the guys in here are safe because I put some trapdoors in front of their faces. However, we did get a total of 25 zombie villager heads. And also, this happened today while I was AFK at the iron farm.
So the three of us all have industrial districts out of render distance of one another, but
Yeah.
very
I'm not sure
close.
how I feel about being so close to Crink.
That's so funny. I like how we like literally just found him out in the wilderness. I am going
Yeah,
over
we'll
to
be
my
this way.
village to get you hay bales. We are all literally so close. Oh my god.
It's super safe.
So it turns out that we actually have Rusty and Alpin right near us for all of our industrial districts. So let's go pay a little bit of a visit to Rusty, because he is the one that put all the dirt in our AFK room. All right, so now that we're at Rusty's area, he's got all these villagers right here, because he is planning on selling all of the enchanted books that there are in the game. And what we're going to do with those zombie villager heads is just simply kind of spread these around a little bit. And there we go. Very simple. Just put some heads around everywhere. But, you know, he did something simple with us with the dirt, so might as well start off simple with him as well. So I'm trying to already plan what we got going on for the next episode. And we're going to need wither roses, like 16 of them. However, we don't have any means to get wither roses at all. And in fact, there's not even an enderman farm set up on the server yet. Meaning what we're going to have to... What's that? Huh. Of course, with one of the new 1.20 features, you can now put mob heads on top of note blocks, and it plays a sound. Well, apparently, that also works with the Vanilla Tweaks custom mob heads as well. And I got to really quickly deactivate this. Actually, you know what? I want to silk touch this, because this is just slightly annoying. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to go into the nether, grab ourselves some wither skulls, and get ourselves ready to fight a wither. And in the meantime, I'm also going to go and get a whole bunch of eggs. That way we can spawn some chickens. That way, once the wither explodes, it'll kill all the chickens, giving us a whole bunch of wither roses. After getting all of the wither skulls that we are going to need, I brewed up some splash potions of poison and headed into the end to start spawning some baby chickens underneath the end portal. Then I splashed them with poison to put them at a half heart, and then I spawned in the wither. So we now not only have over 2 stacks of wither roses to use, but we also have a nether star at our disposal. So now that we have access to this beacon, the first thing that I want to do is use the efficiency 5 that's on my silk touch pickaxe to clear out a bit of the area in our industrial district, because why wait for next episode to do it when we could just do it right now? That way, once it comes around to next episode, when we have the big project that we got to work on, clearing out the area is not going to be something that we have to worry about. So without further ado, let's clear it out. So now we have a little bit of this area cleared out. Now, by no means is this area going to be even remotely close to the amount of area that we're going to be clearing out for this. Only because for our next project, we need to have the entire area to be flat. That way we can not have to worry about things spawning where they shouldn't be. Now, I'm not meaning we have to clear out the entire area, but at least make a good, decent sized area cleared out in order for us to put this farm smack in the center of it. But I will tell you that the eventual goal is to have this entire savanna filled with a whole bunch of different farms. Because in the next episode, the main farm that we're going to be building is sort of related to the end. And that's all I'm going to tell you. Although in today's episode, we got a lot of stuff done. Not only did we get ourselves fully enchanted diamond armor, but we also put a whole bunch of different types of trim on it. We got ourselves an elytra, as well as we built up this entire industrial district that is sitting around us currently. So this is really going to set foot for us inside of this brand new season. And with that, we are also going to be ending off this episode. So I hope you have an amazing day or night or whatever it is right now. And I do encourage you to subscribe, as it is free. And I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye. Shulker boxes are one of the most used items inside of Minecraft. Well, besides the crafting table, of course. Today, we are going to get infinite shulker boxes by building a brand new farm in our industrial district. Welcome back to AutoCraft. So today, we are going to be building a shulker farm. But in order to do that, we need to collect a ton of materials for it. Starting off, we need scaffolding, which requires us to not only get bamboo, but also to get string, which is why we are sitting at the community spider farm first thing. After that, it came to the point of collecting the random materials that we only need small amounts of in order to build the farm. Then I had to set up a small bamboo farm in order to get enough to craft almost 2 shulker boxes of bamboo. Finally, I had crafted the rest of the materials that we needed, including a whole bunch of deep slate slabs, and we now have everything we need in order to build the shulker farm. Alright, so now that we have every single bit of materials that we're going to need to build the farm, let's build it up right here, because after all, I did just clear out this entire hill that was right here, and then we're going to work on getting the shulker over here. Because I would rather have the farm finished and then have to worry about the shulker, rather than having a shulker sitting here the whole time. So, let's get this built. And the farm is now complete, and I have been running it for about the past like 10 hours, and it has already gotten it up to the full capacity. As soon as there is one shulker underneath each of these trap doors right here, that fully powers the farm so it can push out 1,400 shulker shelves per hour. And it is enough that I have already gotten 5 full shulker boxes of just shulker shells alone, and there is also still more left up in the storage up there. So I'd say we probably already have enough shulkers to last the rest of the season. After building the farm, of course, our next location to do some work in is going to be the shopping district. So Alpin and I took the chance to collect a ton of dirt and stone by terraforming the area to not only make it look better, but to also smoothen the place out a bit and make it look a bit more natural. So enjoy another time lapse. Now let's head back to Starter Town. Now that we're back in Starter Town, we need to worry about starting to build up a shop for all these shulkers. And for that, we're going to head over to what is going to be our new shopping district, in which we already have some things being built over here, including like a path and also Tom's build over here. So now we need to figure out how we want to put a shop over in this area, along with actually designing the thing, which I have not done at all yet. So I'm going to go get that squared away. So my first idea was to actually build off of a shulker box and then remake the whole thing right here. I did already do that, but I already deleted it and rolled at it because I decided I wasn't going to do it. But the idea was that it was going to be an open shulker that on the inside there, where there's normally the shulker's head when it's open, I was going to replace that with my head. But I did try to remake a light blue shulker box and it didn't really look how I wanted it to look. So then I decided to make this guy. And then after that, I upgraded and moved it up into the air so I could do some terraforming around it. So now we have to get to building this on the AutoCraft server. I wasted no time in collecting the materials for this shop because I knew that the AutoCrafters really wanted to have access to tons of shulkers. And if you want to see all the profits that we'll be making from this shop, stick around to the end of the episode to find out. Also, if you are liking this style of content and want to see more, it'd be greatly appreciated if you would hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this one. Honestly, getting all the materials for this shop didn't take too long because all I had to do was destroy a few of the towers in an end city to collect all that we needed. So one of the big things that we're going to need for this build is bubble coral. And for this, we need to find a coral reef in one of like the lukewarm oceans. However, I have no idea where there is one. I know a lot of people have found one and I know they're wicked far away. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head out and try to find some coral. However, I probably should get more rockets first. Now that should work for rockets. So now let's go ahead and fly out to a coral reef. Starting off, I adventured thousands of blocks out just to reach just a normal ocean. And then it took a little bit longer to approach on a warm ocean where the coral reefs can be found. And then just when my elytra was about to break, I finally found it. Oh my god, there it is. This was only 9,000 blocks away. Oh my god, there is already a portal. This makes me so upset. I just wasted so many rockets coming over here and I could have just taken another. Well, I guess we'll just go get some coral now. It may not look like a lot of coral here, but this is all we're going to need to build up the shop. Mainly, all we need is the bubble coral fan and the bubble coral. Now, let's head back over to Starter Town. Oh my god, the journey in the nether is so much better. Me and Aggro wanted to pull a little prank on C-Dubs while he was on live stream by putting on some heads and going invisible. Here's what happened. Oh, he's right there. He's right down there. All right, I'm popping it. Let me take off the rest of my stuff. And I'm just gonna walk. Let's do it.
The frick is that? Oh my gosh! Dude! I was like, what is this? Hi, Aggro. Hi, Crank. I should have known. Oh, that was actually terrifying. What is that? Like, what even? Is it a frog head?
This is a camel head.
Oh, it's a camel head. That's even more cursed. Oh my gosh. Dude, the camel is so cursed. I'm not gonna lie, the camel actually freaked me out.
Alright, shenanigans aside, we now have all the materials right here that we need to build up the shulker shop, as well as I figured out that I want to build it about right here. So now we're going to jump into a time lapse and build up the entire thing right here. Now it may not look like much, but this is going to be our shop for shulkers. And I think this did come out really well with the end rods as the spikes on top as well. And then you also have the chorus flowers spotted around all four sides. And then we have our little path leading up right here. And then what I also did is I added a little bit of coral in here as well, because the end normally does not have any sort of foliage besides these plants. So it needed something else to go along with the build. And I think this coral works really well. Not only that, but if a road ends up coming down back here, we can also have a back entrance into the shop right here. So if we go inside, we have this bubble elevator here, in which when you go inside, it brings you all the way up to the second floor. Now this is going to be where we're going to be selling the shulkers. As you see, we have two sides here. The first side over here is going to be selling full shulker boxes. So fully crafted shulker boxes all sitting in this barrel, or really all these barrels. And then on the other side, we'll be selling shulkers but in the shell forms, and I'm thinking we sell them at 16 per. However, I'm not really sure about what to do for the price yet. So I want to do a little bit of an experiment, or really just go around surveying all the autocrafters. So what my plan is that we're going to go into our shulker and we're going to grab 16 shells, and all we're going to do is run up to an autocrafter and just throw it at them and see what they want to give us in return, or really just what they think is an acceptable amount of diamonds for 16 shells. And then we will grab the average of all the autocrafters that we test, and that is what we will sell them as in the shop. Now for something like this, we need a whole bunch of autocrafters, but the big issue right now is that I'm the only one online. So that means we have to wait until probably tomorrow in order to do this. So that means we need to wait until autocrafters come online. No one else came on last night, so it's now the next morning, but we have our first contestant, and that is Dune. Hello, Dune.
Hey.
All right, I have a little question for you.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I'm gonna throw these at you.
Yeah.
You can pick them up.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay. All right, 16. All right.
Now I want you to throw me however many diamonds you think that's worth.
I would say.
Oh, okay, that is more than what I was thinking. And next up we have Rusty. Hi, Rusty.
Hi.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw you something, and I want you to tell me what it's worth by throwing something back at me.
Right.
So I'm going to throw you these.
Uh.
That you throw me in preferably diamonds. What do you think that's worth?
I don't know what a good price is for them, because I just normally go to the end. I think I've got like, how many do I have left? Yep. Yeah, I got about double this left in my ender chest. So I'm gonna see. I don't know. How about? There you go.
This is gold.
Yeah. Okay. This.
Okay.
Is that better? Okay. See, now I feel bad, because now I have way too many shulker shells.
You can never have too many. And last but not least, we have Tom. Hey, Tom.
Oh, hey, Grink.
I have a question for you.
Go on.
Well, I'm going to throw something at you, and I want you to throw me however many diamonds you think it's worth.
Hold up. Okay.
So, there's that.
Ooh. Ooh. There.
Okay, thank you. I will write this down, and to be noted, and then soon, probably within the next day, there'll be a new shop in the shopping district.
Oh, you really are after all of my diamonds, aren't you?
So I would say we have some pretty good totals. So in total, Dune gave us 9 diamonds, Rusty gave us 8, and Tom gave us 8. So pretty even numbers. I think 8 diamonds would be a good median for everyone to work with. So now let's go ahead and stock the shop. Okay, we now have everything fully stocked up because, you know, the farm is insane. So we're able to get a whole bunch of shelves put into these chests. I've also crafted all of these into the actual boxes, as well as put the prices up on these signs, which means the shop is now complete. Alright, it's been a few days since we set up the shop, and I did promise that I would show the profits. And honestly, I haven't even looked at them yet either, so I'm very intrigued to see what we have inside. Coming inside, let's look at the side with the boxes, and it's looking like we haven't made any sales in this, but I do know that I have made some sales in here. I just don't know how many, so let's see. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Oh, there it is! Look at all of these diamonds right here. That is 2 stacks and 16 in just a few days, making our diamond counter a total of 26 blocks, in which this is the most diamonds that I've ever had on my AutoCraft career, which is pretty exciting. But we are about out of time for this episode, so we're gonna have to end it off. So I do hope you enjoyed. I hope you have an amazing day or night or whatever it is right now. And I will encourage you to subscribe because it is free, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye. So now that everyone is starting to get more developed on the server, it's about time that we cut off the point in the game called the early game. So this episode, we are going to get out of the early game by getting a ton of netherite and getting a villager trading hall set up for us to get infinite blocks. And on top of everything, we will be getting tons of maxed out tools ready to prepare us for the next episode. Welcome back to AutoCraft. To start off this episode, we need to get some netherite for our tools. And currently we only have 6 netherite upgrade templates, and we need 9 to upgrade all of our tools. So we set off into the nether to find the netherite upgrade templates inside of the bastions. After getting all of the netherite upgrade templates that we needed, I went ahead and made a whole bunch of beds for us to go ahead and start exploding them in the nether to start to collect the rest of the netherite ingots that we needed, because we still got a few from the bastion hunts that we've done in the previous episodes, but we still needed a little bit more in order to finish it off. Once we got all of it, we went back home to smelt it all up in the furnace, and then we crafted it into netherite ingots and then put it on our armor. After having all of the netherite on the armor, I realized that I didn't really like the trim look with the diamond, so we hopped into creative mode to test out a few more different designs, and I settled on a nice purple one. So now that we have netherite, we need to get our villager trading a bit more advanced. So we set up some masons so that we could get some quartz to build a trading hall. But first I did have to level them up. That way we would be able to get that quartz trade, which is on the master level. After that, we traded for a whole bunch of quartz and then also smelted it up so we could get some smooth quartz because, you know, that block just looks better. Okay, so the first thing we want to do for this build is go ahead and separate these villagers. So we're going to do them with some quartz pillars being all 1 block away from each other. And I think we're going to go down maybe, so we have 12 villagers on each side, I think. So we're going to need 13 little pillars like this. And just something like that. Now let's go ahead and do some smooth quartz here. And then we just need a random block to go right here. So we're just going to put some quartz bricks in. So right here is going to be where the workstation is going to be sitting with the villager standing right behind it. Now I want to make these pillars 2 thick. And then next I want to break 1 block on each of these and place in a piston. Because now when this piston is extended, the villager will be standing right in front of us, and then we can retract him if we need to have him be zombified so we can get better deals. Next we can clear out this little bottom area so we can have a zombie standing inside. So the zombie is going to be walking around right here. Now we need to hook up these pistons, that way we are going to be able to extend them. Which for that, all we're going to need is a lever on each of these blocks. However, I don't think I want it to be grass underneath it. So let's rip this whole area out. And because this is the only light block I have, we're going to put lanterns on every other block followed by gray wool in the middle, in which we'll have the levers on top of the gray wool. That way we're able to place it down. And then on top of the lanterns, we'll put carpet. That way this acts as a form of hidden lighting because this is going to be a full room. Now we need to dig under here, that way we can see where everything is. Now all we gotta do is place 2 redstone dust in between these. Now it should be as easy as clicking this lever, and that pushes the piston. Now I'm gonna replicate this on the other side. After that, I went ahead and built up the rest of the building. If you're enjoying this type of content, it'd be greatly appreciated if you would hit the subscribe button down below for more content just like this one. Okay, now all of the villagers are in, and I've also went ahead and maxed out pretty much every single villager that we have in here. That way we can trade, you know, for the best stuff. Now something else we can do is now with these toolsmiths here, we can buy tools from them. And currently the only actual tools that I have for digging are my 2 pickaxes and my 1 shovel. I don't have any other types of tools. So my idea is that we're gonna buy a whole bunch of these tools and then we're gonna max them out and then throw them all in a shulker box. So meaning we'll have tons and tons and tons of tools. That way we won't need to go and repair them every 3 seconds. So let's get these tools. Alright, so now that we have all the tools, we need a way of enchanting them. And what I'm thinking is that we're going to use enchanted books because that's going to be the easiest way to do this. But in order to do that, we need books. And I don't really want to go through getting a whole bunch of librarians again, because if I'm going to be honest, it's a really big hassle breaking and replacing that lectern constantly. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the bookshop and make a little deal with Rusty for 4 shulker boxes of enchanted books. Let's head over there. So I wonder where we can find a Rusty. I would assume at his brand new shop that he just built.
Books, the one that I didn't trade for.
Rusty.
Oh, hey, hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just stalking. What's up?
I need to place in a little bit of a bulk order.
For books?
No, for logs.
Okay, you don't have to be like this, you know. Okay. How many books do you need?
Let's see. I'm gonna need a shulker box of efficiency 5, shulker box of unbreaking 3, shulker box of silk touch, and a shulker box of mending.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. I can do that. Okay. Yep. Yeah. This is gonna take a while. I'll tell you when that's done. That's gonna be okay. Okay. So you said Shulker Frostwalker, Shulker Smite, Shulker of Piercing, and Shulker Curse of Vanishing, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
I got them. I got the books. I got the
Got
books. That, you know how long that took?
Probably only about 2 minutes.
It's expensive. Anyway, that's 1, it's 2, it's 3, it's 4 shulkers. Mending, unbreaking, efficiency 5. So,
This is amazing. Thank you very much for these.
welcome.
Have a good day.
I think you're forgetting something.
What's up?
Payment.
What did you want?
Well, I mean, so it's like 4 shulkers of books, so that's 27 books per shulker. So that's like 300 diamonds.
Ooh. I do not have 300 diamonds. That's for sure.
I mean, that is already with the discount. You know that, right?
No, that is the discount.
That is with the discount.
How many stacks of diamonds is 300?
4.6875 stacks.
I have 2 stacks and 45.
Oh, you're not even nearly there.
Funny thing is I thought I had a lot.
So how are you planning on paying me, dude?
So it's you said it was 4 stacks 44. Okay, so I'll do 2 stacks 44. So I just owe you 2 stacks of diamonds.
Right, 2 stacks of diamonds.
So that leaves me with 1 diamond in my name. I feel like this has happened before.
You have to buy mud from Kelp Shop.
Wait, I have to go buy mud.
You have to buy mud. Yeah.
I have 1 diamond in my name.
Well, you better work for it.
Oh right, it has happened before.
Yeah. You owe me 2 stacks of diamonds, and you do not have to expect any. This is your end of justice.
Yes, it is.
Any retaliation in the meantime. Like, you don't have to expect severed horses' heads in your bed like last season. So that wasn't you, was it? That also wasn't me who put it there.
Yeah,
Anyways, have a lovely day.
It's night.
Have a lovely night.
So I guess we're poor now. However, now that we have all of these books, along with all of our tools, we need an easy way of combining them together. And alongside, we also have all these villagers that are still having really expensive trades. And of course, we already have the zombies here that will convert them into zombie villagers, but we also need not only the weakness potions, but the big thing is the golden apples, in which we can easily trade for apples just like that, just right there, got a stack of apples. But that requires 8 stacks of gold in order to turn that into a full stack of golden apples. Meaning, if we build up a gold farm, not only will we get experience to combine these books, but we will also get the gold that we need to make all of our villagers a whole lot cheaper. So let's build this gold farm. Now we need turtle eggs, which is going to require us to go and find some turtles. But first, we're going to need to craft ourselves a pair of shears, only because we need to collect some seagrass down here so we can breed up some turtles. Which I'm thinking for this, we get about 3 turtle eggs, that way we can also make our own little turtle sanctuary over here. So 36 seagrass should be enough, so now let's find some turtles. And there they are. Hey buddies. Hey guys, you wanna do some little bit of breeding? I hope this is your beach. And there he goes. Hopefully this gives like 3 or 4. That way we only have to do this once. Oh, he did it already. How many did you give? How many did you give? 1, 2. Okay. So we'll probably do this one more time. That way we can have enough to breed them at our own place. So now we gotta wait for them to be ready again. There we go. All right, let's go for one more round and this will definitely give us enough. Oh my particles! Looking like another 2, bringing us at a total of 4. This is going to be a good amount because this means we'll also have an extra 3 amount. So now let's get back to getting the rest of the materials. So the only other block that we actually ended up needing to get is obsidian. Alright, and this right here is all the materials that we need. It's a pretty easy farm. Next thing we need to do is come up with a location for this to be. Because with the way this farm works is we build it up in the very top of the nether, and then we AFK up above the roof. Meaning we need to find a good spot that's going to be away from everybody as well. Because if this farm is loaded down here, we're not going to get many spawns. But luckily with the way that spawning works now, we don't need to worry about everybody else being online and loading the nether. Now that everybody has their own entity count, that's not something we need to worry about. So now let's find a location. Preferably we need this to be in the nether waste biome. It also needs to be a good way out. So right now we're currently at 500, which means we should probably move a little bit more out. Okay, so right over here should work great. It's all nice and cleared out and all the lava is still coming down, which means that this is fresh generation. So now let's go ahead and just make our way right up into this little gap here. If I can do it, there we go. Now we need to get up to the roof, which in order to do that, you need to dig around and try to find a block that is at Y127 on the side menu. And something like that right there is exactly what we need. So now what we're going to do is we're going to place down some ladders, and then we're going to get straight up onto this and use some ender pearls to try and get our way through the block. And now that we're right through, this is the block that we were standing on, so we're just going to right now put that with some netherrack. Now we're going to replace this with a piston, and then we're going to put 1 obsidian on one side and 1 block of redstone on the other. Now we need a trapdoor right here. And now it's for the scary part. Now we need to place a TNT right here, flick down this trapdoor, and try to really quickly place a piston right here. Now in order to do this, I am going to be using an auto clicker. That way we can try to use the least amount of TNT, because after all, I only have 10. And I think we got it first shot. We did. So now we can easily get up to the roof in the nether. So now let's build the farm. Now this thing is working like a charm and we are getting so much gold and experience. So now that we have this farm working, what we need to do now is build a form of storage for this, because killing them with the sword and getting all of these swords is not what we want. All we want is all of this gold and all the gold ingots. I think what also might be useful is us to make a smite sword with sweeping edge. That way we kill these guys a little faster. But as for experience, I'd say this thing is filling up our bar relatively quick. So we've already gotten 51 blocks of gold from this farm, and I've only sat here for probably about 5 minutes. Of course, we have no storage right now, so we have to do all of the crafting ourselves once our inventory gets filled. So that means what we need to do is go ahead and get a whole sorting system set up, along with, I think we need another beacon. Because then we'll be able to fully AFK this, because when you're sitting here swinging, it is also going to weigh down your hunger, which eventually is going to get you killed because we're on hard mode. Meaning we need to get a whole storage system set up, along with some regeneration and some strength. So let's get to work. Alright guys, we got a problem. I was AFKing at the gold farm and I died. I think what happened is a zombie pigman spawned with thorns and then that knocked me off the edge because I fell from a high place. Oh boy. This is not a threat, it's a promise. Who turned my name into a verb? That's a verb, right? I can't worry about this right now. We have to go get our stuff. And what sucks is my box that has an extra elytra is not in my end chest. Okay, it looks like Tom's gonna be coming over to drop us off an elytra just to rent out real quick. Oh, thank God he's here. He gave us an elytra. Okay, we got the elytra. Now let's try to make our way all the way over to the farm. All my stuff should be right here. Here it is. I did add this right here, which was suggested by Sherbert, to help get rid of the gold swords, because the gold swords stockpile like crazy and it makes my game lag like really bad. So this is pretty much just telling these allays to pick up the gold swords, put it there, and then it's going to go into lava. And if it misses this, it's just going to go down there anyway. Of course, I wasn't able to fully AFK at this because there was people online, and of course I did die as well. As you see, we're now down to 6 levels. So I'm going to AFK at this one more time, and then we'll get to actually putting these tools together. But first, we should probably go deliver this back to Tom. There you go, Tom, and 32 blocks of gold, because I'm nice. Bye. After I told Tom about the struggles that I was having getting XP, he offered for me to use his raid farm. So he showed me where it is and also showed me how to use it, and I realized that this is actually the exact same one that I've used before, so I knew what I had to do. So we AFK'd here for a bit and got about 300 levels, and then I did try to make one tool and I realized that I'm going to need a lot more levels. So we headed over to the zombie pigman farm to get a whole bunch more levels so we could try again. Okay, so now that we have plenty of levels, let's go ahead and place down a few anvils and let's hash out the rest of these tools. And there we go, we now have all of these tools completely maxed out. So now let's clean this mess up and head back to the industrial district. Oh right, I forgot about this. Let's do a little cleanup. There we go, much better. Since we got that slight nudge in the right direction from Rusty earlier for us to actually, pay our debts, it's probably about time we hit the mines and actually pay the debts. Because not only am I going to try to get 2 stacks of diamonds for that, but I'm also going to try to get some more diamonds. That way we have a little bit more for us to be using in the shopping district. Because after all, there have been a few new shops that have sprouted up. So I have gotten ourselves some torches, so now let's hit the mines and get some diamonds. Okay, now that the mining trip is done, let's go ahead and show what the outcome was. Which I must say, I'm very happy with what we got out of this, assuming that I only went mining for about 3-4 hours. So not only did we get over 10 shulker boxes of deep slate, but we now also have all of this. In which I kind of stopped getting lapis and the deep slate and the gold at one point because I've realized that we really don't need much gold because we have the gold farm, and lapis is only really useful for enchanting, in which we already have maxed out gear, so not something we really need to worry about. But as of for diamonds, we did get 1 normal diamond ore, which I found in a cave, and then almost 2.5 stacks of deep slate diamond ore also from caves. Because I did find like 10 different massive caves there, which was really cool. So now that we have all of these diamonds, let's compress it down and see how many diamonds we get. And we might as well do these too. Alright, we got a lot more diamonds than I actually thought we were going to be getting. So if we look in the end chest, we have 44 blocks of diamonds, which is plenty of diamonds to go ahead and pay off Rusty. But not only that, we also need to use them to duplicate some templates. Because not only have I changed the color of their shulker box, because I really hated that magenta, but all of these tools, they are only diamond. And, they could be better by making them netherite. But we currently only have 2 netherite upgrade templates right here. which is not nearly enough because we need a total of 27, but also 28, so we still have an extra. However, what we can do is use some of these diamonds and then just go ahead and duplicate it so we get to 28. And I believe for this, we just need netherrack. So now we just kind of gotta sit here and duplicate this for a little bit. And there we go. So we now have 29 netherite upgrade templates. Now all we're going to need is the netherite ingots to correspond with these, which that also just, you know, half our diamond supply, but you know, we still have enough to pay Rusty, so we're good. In order for us to get 27 netherite ingots, we're going to go ahead and use some TNT. Except I want to use this TNT as sparingly as possible, so this is probably going to be either 1 block spaced or 2 block spaced in between each TNT. So let's go very dangerously, go blow up some stuff in the nether. Alright, we have gone ahead and used all the TNT, and we've only got 33 ancient debris. Now, this will only make us 8 netherite ingots, and we need 27. Which means we're either going to need some more TNT, or we could just go mining, which I think let's just use the pickaxe and go mining. Alright guys, so we now have enough. We have a stack and 50, which is going to make us, I believe, 28 netherite ingots. Now, we only need 27. But we now also have an extra, which is pretty cool. So now with an almost broken pick, I need to figure out how to get back. So I guess I need to go ahead and retrace my steps. Now that all the tools are repaired, let's go ahead and throw the ancient debris in the super smelter and then wait. Alright, I'll actually just cut until it's done. Alright, netherite scrap is done. Now we need to turn this into netherite ingots. In which, because we made the gold farm, we now have a good amount of gold. Now, this isn't nearly as much gold as there. This is the only gold that I've crafted. We probably have well over 10 times this amount. So now let's go ahead and craft up all 27 of our netherite ingots. Well, actually 28, because of course we're going to have one extra. So now we must get all of our tools here and start making all of these into netherite. And now just like that, we have a full tool of maxed out netherite tools. So any project that gets thrown at our hands where it has to do with a lot of digging, I think we'll be okay. There's one last thing that I want to show before we end off this episode. And that is actually going to be where we are going to be building this season. Because we're not going to be staying in Starter Town, and I don't think we're going to be making a base at the Industrial District. So in order to reach the base, we need to come from the other side of Dune's house there, over these sets of mountains, which by the way is a very cool area because it's got a village right in the middle. But if we come off the other side and we start heading in this direction, we are going to start running into a birch forest right here. And then we are going to be turning this section right here into a massive Did you really think I'd let you know what we're building right now? So in the next episode, we will probably go ahead and clear all this out and start getting it ready for us to put some builds on it. But I would definitely say that we have officially gotten out of the early game. Because getting all netherite tools and also getting a villager trading hall set up, in which we can also expand that to however big we want it to end up being, I would say that we definitely have gotten out of the early game. So that means that we're done for this episode. So I'm going to thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day or night or whatever it is right now. And I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye. Wood is definitely one of the most used items inside of a crafting recipe, and it is also just great to build out of. So today we are going to get unlimited wood by building multiple farms to do so. And we will also build a new shop in the shopping district to sell the wood to the other AutoCrafters. Welcome back to AutoCraft. So if you remember in the last episode, we got all these tools. And I said that we're going to be using them to our advantage in this episode. And that is going to be to completely flatten out the industrial district. Because I have plans to hopefully fill up this entire thing, but not in this episode. We're only going to be building about 3 or 4 farms in this episode. But in order to start that off, we need to clear out the entire industrial district. So let's get started. And just like that, everything is all flattened out. Now, surprisingly, with the 3 of us, it only took us about an hour and a half to 2 hours to completely wipe this out. And there was a little bit of terraforming that got done here, but of course it still needs a little bit of touching up, like right there and right there as well. So now we have plenty of room to work on whatever we want in this area. Guys, look, there's a sherbert in the basement. Because if you remember back in episode 1, we agreed that he would come and live in the basement. Of course, we built the base, he just gets a room in it, and I believe his room is done. So I'm excited to go down and check out what he's got. And we also do owe him 2 stacks of diamonds, because of course we owed Rusty 2 stacks of diamonds, and Sherbert actually co-owns the shop with Rusty, so we can also pay Sherbert. Hello.
Ah, hello. It's the man upstairs.
It's the man downstairs. I see you got your room here now.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty proud with it. You want a quick tour?
Sure.
So this is my storage area.
Okay.
And I think you saw when I was building it on stream, but I got the bone mealer set up. So a little bone meal barrel down at the bottom. Everything's nice and tight and cramped. Of course, the sorting system. And then over here, I got the 4 furnace smelter. And then above here, it's actually a lava farm. So the chest over here is, of course, where the buckets and stuff come out. So yeah, if you have a need for lava, there's some lava. I don't mind you using some lava. Oh, and Mr. Nibbles.
Jeffrey Nibbles. Why'd you put a spider in my basement?
I didn't put a spider in your basement. I put a cave spider in your basement. It's my pet, Jeffrey Nibbles. Isn't he cute? He's furry and fuzzy.
But what if he gets out?
He won't get out.
How do you know that?
He's well trained. Look at him.
How do you train a spider?
Very carefully. Don't yell at him. He's sensitive.
I'm not yelling at him. I'm yelling at you.
What? Okay, fair.
Anyway, so your payment.
Yes. Normally rent is discussed before someone moves in, but we didn't do that. So what do you require?
I require that you don't tell Rusty that I was late.
Okay.
Meaning, I'm going to give you the second half of a trade deal that me and Rusty made. Because, you co-own the business.
Oh, for books.
Yeah.
Right. I heard that you guys made a deal.
Yeah.
So
I owe you the second half of that money.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, cool.
So here you go.
All right. So I'll pay the same amount of rent next month, right?
Yeah,
I'll pay negative 186 diamonds? 888. No, 28. I can math. Negative 128 diamonds a month. That's my rent.
I don't think I'm gonna pay you to live here. Don't worry. I'll come up with something for next month's rent.
Oh, well, that's ominous. Wait, you're gonna tell me around Halloween?
Maybe.
I'm not nervous.
Now, the next build that we need to make is going to be a bone meal farm, because we have no way of getting bones or just bone meal in general, besides going out and killing skeletons. So if we make a moss farm that's going to turn all the moss into bone meal, that's going to give us a lot of bone meal, because those farms are absolutely insane. Oh, and by the way, this is all the materials that we collected clearing out the area. Almost all of these boxes are completely filled to the brim, which is amazing, because that means we can do so much more terraforming work. But anyway, we're going to be building up a bone meal farm, but first we need to get the materials. So getting these materials was actually surprisingly easy, because Jinx did set up a redstone shop in the shopping district, which made all of the redstone easy to get. We also did do a trade with Lazy to get slime blocks, because that is the only thing that's hard to come by right now. But the rest of the materials were all pretty much easy to craft up, as they were just basic blocks in the game. Alright, everything is ready right here. Let's go ahead and build up farm number 1. Alright, time lapse over and we now have a moss farm fully complete, as well as I would say that this thing is working very well, because if we look in the chests, we have a lot of bone meal. In fact, we are also almost filled on our storage, which means we need to start storing these into shulker boxes, but we should probably build our next farm before we do that. But right after I built the farm, we did have a stream weekend for Halloween, in which we built up this guy right here, which is a concrete converter, which is very simple. All I need to do is flick this switch and start placing blocks right here. And then it'll push the concrete down as well as explode it with the TNT right there. And then it'll get collected and thrown into these chests right down here. Just a simple farm that didn't take too long to build. But then what we also did is revamped a little bit of the industrial district, including redesigning the portal with quartz, as well as the villager breeder and also the iron farm. Now the iron farm does look really weird because we have these like really weird lines in it. I'm gonna try to see if I can get that fixed, but I honestly don't know what's causing it. But now that the stream day is over, we can start getting ready to build the next farm, in which that next farm is going to be going right here in this little stone patch right next to this cap, just because it'll be pretty close to the bone meal farm. That way we don't need to go too far to bring over the bone meal. Or maybe we can even set up a path that the bone meal will go directly over there. And if you haven't figured it out already, the next farm that we are going to be building is a tree farm, because the next thing that I want to sell on the server is going to be every single type of wood, which means we need to build a few different farms, as different types of wood require different farms in order to harvest them. But the first one we're going to build is an all-around tree farm, which is going to give us most of the wood types. So let's go get the materials ready for it. I would have to say that this farm was probably even easier to get the materials for, since we already had the concrete converter to get the concrete, and I already had all of the redstone from the box that I made from all the redstone that we bought. With all of the materials collected right here, we are ready to build the farm right next to the bone meal farm. So let's get started. All right, wood farm is completed. Actually was like insanely simple, because I remember last time I built one of these things, it took a while because it had like slime blocks and honey blocks, and this didn't have a single one. And I only ran this for maybe about 10-ish minutes, and I got this much cherry wood, so we're good to make a good storage system for this, as well as a mangrove wood farm, because this farm will do every single type of wood besides mangrove and dark oak. And I've decided that we're going to make a farm for the mangrove and then just manually farm the dark oak for now, just because you get about a stack of wood per tree anyway, meaning it wouldn't take me that long to get a full shulker box of dark oak. So while we're getting ready to build the mangrove farm, I'm going to AFK here to get more of the different types of wood. And I will say, just having the cherry wood here is very nice with all these leaves. Anyway, let's get grinding. And grinding over, and if you can peek just behind me, you can see that we now have some nylium back here. That's because this farm can also do the nether woods. However, the nether trees don't drop saplings, so we need a way for us to get the saplings for them. So I built this farm right here. It's very simple. It is made by Exumavoid, and all we have to do is come down here and place some bone meal inside, and then flick this lever, and it will just start producing so many of the saplings, and also some of the warped roots and crimson roots as well. But with just that little bit right there, we already have gotten, let's see, about a half stack of both, and that was only run for about 15 seconds. But with all the grinding, we were able to get one full shulker box of all the possible wood types that we can get with this farm. And like I said before, the next one is going to be mangrove wood, in which I did find a farm that we're going to build. So we already have the materials for it from before, so let's get building. Alright, with the mangrove farm now complete, I have already done some AFKing, and we've already gotten over a box full. This one does take a little bit longer compared to the other one, because growing these trees versus growing these trees take longer. And also, we can't just sit there and AFK, because the propagules will not replenish as fast as we need them to, meaning eventually they will run out. So I went ahead and built this guy right here, which is just going to give us a whole bunch more propagules. So I'm going to go ahead and put 16 bone meal in each of these droppers. And now all we have to do is come over here, flick this lever. It's going to make a bunch of noise, but it is also giving us so many propagules. It actually gave us 16. This guy just kind of decided to throw itself out. So I was able to just fill these up with bone meal, and then we got 9 sacks of propagules. And then all of these propagules right here are pretty much what I had left, but you also have to think that the trees also generate a little bit as well. But you might be wondering, where's all the wood? Well, actually, it is sitting in the shopping district because I have already designed the shop. And this is where it's going to be right here. All the stuff for the farm's currently sitting right here, including our first initial stock, as well as our plot for the shop is going to be right up here where all these torches are sitting. And for the shop idea, well, I'll let you guys just check it out. And there we go, we now have a wood shop. So as you can see, this shop is pretty much just a fallen over log that has gotten a little overgrown because it has 2 mushrooms growing out of it and it also has a whole bunch of moss covering it. But if we come inside of it, we can see that it is all hollowed out, which we have all the different other colors of wood that have formed inside of the log. And of course, if you look inside, this is birch wood, so there's birch logs. And now the only thing that we're missing here is a price. And the price we're going to be going with is 1 diamond per 2 stacks for all the different types of wood. So now we just gotta wait for the diamonds to roll in. Hello, Mr. Pig. Oh, hey. We're actually going to be ending off this episode here. But before we do that, there is one last thing that I want to do, and that's just repair my elytra, since as you see, it's very low. And in order to do that, I think we can actually just go fly out and kill some mobs, since it's about to get to nighttime anyway. All right, let's find some mobs. Oh, hey, a creeper. Oh, hey, a zombie. Oh, wait, that's a lot of zombies. That's a lot of zombies. That is a lot of zombies. That is a lot of zombies. Oh, no. Now I just gotta hit respawn. Aw, man, now I gotta go get my stuff.
It's alright. I can make another side.
Just like, does
What?
Crink look a little weird to you?
Yeah? Craig!
What?
Craig!
Craig!
Yeah?
Crink, are you feeling alright? You look a little blue.
Well, yeah, I feel amazing. I just gotta get my stuff. I just died to zombies.
Yeah, we can tell. Tell us if you need any help.
You got it. That was a little weird.
We need to kill him before he turns one of us, right?
Oh, good, my stuff's still here. Oh man, I feel lightheaded. Oh, so that's what they meant by I look a little blue. Well, I guess this fits Halloween. Last episode, we got turned into a zombie. So I guess we might as well work in the Halloween district, seeing that it is Halloween and all. So today, we are going to build a witch's tower with a little secret inside. Welcome back to AutoCraft. So the first thing that we need to do before we can do anything with this witch's tower is we need to clear out a little bit of the forest right here so we can map out exactly how we want to build it. Because right now it's a little too pink to be spooky. So let's get to work. After clearing out the murder grove, we had to venture out over 25,000 blocks and over many different kinds of biomes just to find a mesa to get some terracotta, which it turns out we could have just bought it in Starter Town. But anyways, we lit the ruin portal that was in the mesa so we could get back quicker, and when we got back, we instantly started farming some dark oak wood and andesite because they are a big necessity for this build. Then we had to scavenge around in our chests to find glass so we could stain it purple. Afterwards, we had to get cacti so we could go home and smelt up a ton of glass to go ahead and craft some lime glass. Lastly, we had to convert some concrete, and that was the last of the materials. Alright, now that we have all the materials right here, so let's get into the murder grove and get building. So the first thing is to remove our little marker right here, because this was just saying, hey, don't put these trees too close, even though this marker was made after the fact. To start off the build, we need to do some terraforming, so we brought up the ground a little bit and then made a stone structure for the build to sit on. So all this is going to be is just the main rock that is going to be holding up the long pillar that's going to lead up to where the witch's tower, which is going to be around right here, I believe. But the next thing that we have to get working on is going to be the actual tower part itself, which is going to loop up about right here. Building this pillar up, I wanted to make it look almost as if the wind had been pushing it over a bit, making it look more crooked. And I feel like that adds to the spooky factor. And now that there is a stone structure leading all the way up to the top, we need to put a tower right here. So I really do like the look in which this build came out with, because most of the build I did using the mod Axiom, which all I had to do was sculpt most of the build and then change the colors on it. It was actually very easy. The only parts that I had to do was the actual build itself right here and this little pole coming off of it, in which this pole is going to be used to hold a cauldron, because witches kind of use cauldrons. Except we're gonna make a big one out of black stone and we might be putting something in it. So let's get to work. Before we can get started, I did have to make a deal with Alpin for 1 shulker box of blackstone as a bit of a rental, because it turns out that I absolutely forgot to grab blackstone. So now let's get started on the build. Now the build is almost done. Seeing that the cauldron's here, it's looking like a pretty finished structure. However, I want to add a little bit of life into the build by making some of the slime that is in this cauldron to be falling down the side. And then the slime will be making its way down, which is going to create a bit of a puddle right here, with something like this. So now you can see the slime almost like boiling over the side and then landing on the ground. And then when it lands on the ground, it has pretty much killed everything around it, including all of this grass, every bush, and also the trees. However, before we can call this build finished, there's one more thing that I want to do, which is honestly probably going to take us the longest. And that is going to be, I want to put a scene inside of this cauldron with the use of armor stands. So first we need to grab some stone, and then just shove it in here and wait. Now with this stone, we need to turn it into smooth stone slabs, and then combine it with sticks to make some armor stands. And this is probably going to be enough right here. So using these armor stands, we're going to make a scene inside of the cauldron. And the plan is that it is going to be all of the events that has happened on the server. For example, the mud versus clay in the last season. And we're going to try to put every AutoCrafter in this, so let's get creative. I didn't really know how to edit down me making these armor stands because it's honestly just me doing the same thing over and over again. But I would just like to say that I have major respect now for the YouTubers and the content creators that create scenes with armor stands as the main thing they do, because making these scenes takes so much time and you have to put in so much effort, but it makes it look really cool in the end. And I can't wait to show you guys what the end result is. I absolutely love how these armor stands came out, because I feel that every single little group tells a story. Like you can see me and Sherb fighting to see who lives where. If you haven't been following on Twitter, there has been a big thing whether or not I live in the attic or Sherb lives in the basement. But I actually have hard proof that Sherb lives in the basement because of this goat horn right here.
I live in Crink's basement.
It is hard evidence. And don't ask how I got him to say that. Well, why don't I show you?
Hello, hi, how's it going?
It's good. I have a question for you.
Oh, okay. I promised 3 answers.
Where do you live?
Right here.
Where's here?
On the material plane.
Oh,
Yes.
hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Would you say that this is Green's basement?
I would.
So where do you live?
Right here.
Which is?
In my house.
I tried.
And where's your house?
Right here.
I'm not in your house.
Where are you?
I'm in my house. You live in whose basement?
Your basement. And I live in your...
Who's your? I don't know who your is.
You don't know who you are?
No. Could you replace your with my name?
I live in my name basement.
Okay, in that case, can you just say that line right there?
That line right there.
No, the one in chat.
The one in chat. Mr. Crink whispers to you, I live in Crink basement. Oh, you live in Crink's basement.
Can you read that slower?
Mr. Crink whispers to you, I live in Crink's basement.
And that was just the shortened version. This took about 10 minutes. But anyway, we have the mud versus clay over here, even with Dune looking in on the mud because he sells the mud this season. And we even have Jinx being surrounded by salmon heads because that was a little shenanigan that happened on day 1. And we even have Anki going back to last season with his storyline. And then we also have the 2 owners of the server mixing the pot around. So now that this armor stand scene is complete, our Halloween build is finished. However, we still have a mess to clean up. Now that the mess is all cleaned up, we're about ready to head back to the industrial district, where we probably need to play a little bit of cleanup, because after all, we did use a lot of materials in this video. And the easiest way to load up all of our stuff is just gonna be to place it down right here. And now that all of these boxes are down, we're done. However, before we can end this, I'm still a zombie. And well, seeing that it is Halloween, we should probably not be a zombie anymore. Just an idea. So let's see if we can figure out how to, well, undo this zombification. And what I'm thinking is to undo zombie villagers, we need weakness potions and golden apples. So let's make up some weakness potions. If only I had a brewing stand, which I don't think I do. Oh, but we do have blaze rods. Okay, but we need to have glass bottles, which means we just need some raw glass. Fill them up with water. Now, I believe we need a fermented spider eye right here, which is, I can't remember their crafting recipe. Okay, so we need a brown mushroom, a spider eye, and a piece of sugar. Combining all these together will give us a fermented spider eye, which we can shove in here, and this should make us some weakness potions. And now that they're weakness potions, we just need a golden apple, which we have the gold for. I just don't know if we actually have an apple laying around. Oh wait, I just remembered we have apples over here. All right, so let's just craft this up into a golden apple. And well, let's just give this a try. So if we drink the weakness potion, and then we eat the golden apple, nothing happens. Huh. What else can we try? The only thing that I can think of is if we up the effects of the golden apple through an enchanted golden apple. All right, so let's give this a try now. So if I drink the potion, and then I eat the enchanted golden apple, I become myself. Oh, this worked. Oh, we're back to being normal. I will say, I've been looking at my zombie skin for so long that this looks weird, but always feels good to be back at home. Speaking of, we probably need a more permanent home, but we're gonna put that off for the next episode. So for now, I want to thank you all very much for watching. I want you all to have a happy Halloween, and I do encourage you to subscribe because it is free, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye. Currently, we have 2 storage rooms. The first one is in our starter base, and then the other one is in our industrial district. Now, I don't want to have 2 storage rooms, so today we are going to build an underground storage system that will have enough storage to store everything we need. Welcome back to AutoCraft. Yep, we are moving out today. However, we're not fully moving out because we're still gonna have this place to sleep and as a place to come back to. All we're really moving here is just gonna be the storage, because as you saw in the intro, we have 2 storage rooms. We have this one in the starter house and we have the one over in the industrial district. And if I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of a pain to, look through these chests and then go all the way over and look through those chests. So we might as well make it all in one place. And this storage system is probably gonna be the biggest one that I have ever built. So let's head over to where the mega base location is gonna be so I can show you where it's gonna be. All right, so coming over to where the mega base is gonna be, we are going to be focusing our build right here. We are going to be attempting to take this terrain and extend it out a bit so we have a bit of a mound right here, and then we're going to put our storage system inside of it. But in order for us to do that, we're going to need a lot of materials, including grass, dirt, stone, andesite, and deep slate, as well as a whole bunch of other detail blocks as well, but those are going to be the main things. In which going for the grass and the stone, that's gonna be pretty easy because back in episode 4, we mined a whole bunch of dirt as well as stone by flattening out this entire area. Now, we did get more grass and dirt, but we still do have some stone laying around here. So I actually wanna sort this between the grass and the stone really quick. And this is definitely a much larger proportion of grass compared to dirt, as you can see here. But this should be actually enough for the build. We shouldn't have to go out at all for these two, which means we can mark off both grass, dirt, and stone. Which just leaves andesite and deep slate. In which in order to get andesite, I kind of want to get another beacon and then dig out a bit more of this area. Because not only are we going to get more dirt and stone, but we will also get all the different types of the special stones, but we will also get ores, and if we go deep enough, we can get deep slate. As well as we can also get cobblestone instead of stone if we use a fortune pickaxe. So let's go into the nether and get ourselves some wither skulls. So I used this tactic where I found 2 different nether fortresses that were relatively close together. And when I killed all the wither skeletons in one of them, I would fly over to the new one to allow more room for spawning. Using this method, I was able to get 15 wither skeleton skulls pretty quick. Now that we have all 15 wither skeleton skulls, let's head back to base. Now that we're back, let's grab some soul sand that I hopefully have in one of these chests. I don't think I have any soul sand. In that case, we'll go into the nether and grab some, in which we're going to need 20 for this. Now that we have enough, let's go into the end so that we can kill these withers. So now being in the end, we need to grab 4 obsidian just from one of these pillars, because we are going to be using this obsidian to trap the wither underneath the end portal. So let's go ahead and dig through here, and oh right, I forgot we did this in a previous episode already. Well, let's just go ahead and spawn the wither a few times so we can get some beacons. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That is 4. And then that right there is number 5. Now that we have these nether stars, let's go craft them into beacons. But first, we need a little bit more obsidian. And there we go, now all we need is glass. Now hopefully we have some leftover glass, and we do, so we can easily craft 5 more beacons. Now that we have the beacons, let's pack it up and head over to the base location. Alright, so showing up over at the base now, we need to start clearing out some area. Because the birch forest isn't exactly how I want it to look. I kind of want to cut some trees out and everything. So I guess the first thing that we have to do is deforestation. So let's do it. Okay, so now that we have everything cleared out, what we need to do is get the materials so we can extend this hill out more. But we need to grab the dirt. So let's go grab them. Now that these blocks are here, the next thing that we're going to need is light gray wool, which we can get out of this chest. And I think we've got enough. So this marks off the light gray wool. Now the next item on the list is going to be gravel, which the easiest way for us to go collect gravel is to head out to a gravel mountain and just demolish it. And for that, I use chunk base to find the coordinates of where we need to build a portal in order to find a gravel mountain. Now this right here is exactly what we need. Mountains of gravel. Let's get digging. Now that it is all demolished, we have collected almost 4 full shulker boxes of gravel. So let's pick this up and head back over to the industrial district. Now that we have all 4 boxes here, we need to gather the next material, which is light gray concrete powder. And that is the reason why we got so much gravel, because we will be turning some of this into concrete powder. But the first thing that we're going to need more of is sand. So we're going to get sand by mining it. Same way as the gravel. So we're not going to waste any time. Let's get mining. And 4 shulker boxes later, we have all the sand. The next thing that we need is going to be all the dyes. So for that, let's clean up and head over to the shopping district, because we need to head into Zao. this shop should have some wither roses right here that we can buy. So I've got 20 diamonds and it's 2 diamonds per stack, so we'll just buy 10 stacks. And there we go. Now the next thing that we need is white dye, which is going to be one of the easiest ones for us to collect because we can just grab it out of the chest and then just turn it into white dye. So now let's craft up some light gray concrete powder. After crafting all of the light gray concrete powder, we went into the caves to mine some andesite. That way we would have enough for the build. Afterwards, we collected all of these shulker boxes and flew over to the new area so we could get ready for the build. Now that we have all of these materials here, it is now time to start on my biggest build of Season 4. So let's do it. So now this build is, well, almost finished. The build does look really cool, but the main problem is that it's really dark in here. And mobs can easily spawn, and we definitely need to light this up a little bit. But I don't really want to use like torches like right back there. So we're going to use some glow lichen. But the problem is that I have no glow lichen. So let's go fix that by going over to the industrial district. Because we need to build a farm. And if you can't tell already, we're going to be making a glow lichen farm. So let's get what we need for it. First thing is going to be 6 dispensers, in which we have a few. And then from in the same box, we're going to need 2 redstone repeaters, 8 redstone dust, 2 observers, 1 trapdoor, 1 lever, and then the final thing we're going to need is the glow lichen. But I'm pretty sure I don't have any, because I haven't had use to use glow lichen yet. So we need to grab some shears and hop into a cave, which hopefully we should have something nearby. This might work, because all we need is 4 glow lichen. Alright, so first we just need to clear out a little section for this farm to be in, and I'm thinking just doing a nice and easy 5x5 here, and then just putting some smooth quartz blocks. That way it's pretty obvious to tell where the farm's going to be. Next we need to take dispensers and make a configuration that just looks like this. Next up, we're going to need to put 1 repeater here and then a redstone dust here. And then on the 2 dispensers that are facing in, we need to place 2 more dispensers right here. And then make this little configuration with a redstone dust on top of it. Next up is an observer right here with a block into it. And then the other observer needs to go right here. We actually need to extend the platform a little bit right here so we can put a repeater right here. And then we need to use the remaining redstone to do this, which is going to start powering the entire farm. Now, in order to turn this machine off, we can place a lever right here. Now we need to fill in all of these dispensers with bone meal. Now that there's bone meal in all of them, we can go ahead and place a trapdoor right there. And finally, we just place some glow lichen right here, and then we can turn on the machine and it'll kind of put glow lichen everywhere. But all we need to do is turn the machine on, get inside, and just start breaking this a bit, and we're gonna get a whole bunch of lichen. In fact, we already have enough. So we can turn off the machine and probably never touch this thing again. So now that we have this lichen, let's head back over and put it in the new build. And now we have glow lichen in here. But the next part about this build is going to be right here. Now this is going to be where our storage system is going to be. But right now this is just a mound with a hole in it. So we need to transform this into our storage system by just pushing this back a bit. Don't worry, we're not like digging out this entire thing. We're really just digging a tunnel right here. And for the blocks, we are going to need 2 different things. A lot of spruce wood and a lot of deep slate. Luckily, we have already collected all of the deep slate that we're going to need for the build, but we still need the spruce wood. And the easiest way is to use our tree farm to collect a whole bunch of wood. And that should be enough spruce wood. So let's take this and head back over to get started on the build.
Hi.
Frank.
Hi.
I think we should do Secret Santa stuff. It's like in December.
Yeah, it's what are we halfway through December now?
Somewhat like that. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. So where do we want to build this?
An area with snow.
That's snow.
Yeah, that is snow.
It is pretty snowy up here.
It is pretty snowy, and it's also pretty flat.
Very true. It would be perfect for a build, but I feel like we should design it first. Oh no, I'm freezing.
Nope.
I'm freezing.
Yeah,
freezing.
that's. Did you just change?
No, I am on a heart and a half though.
What's the problem? Snazzy sweater, I guess.
What? Oh. All right. Well,
that works.
shall we go design a build?
We should design a build. Let's go. I think we've got something we're pretty happy with, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident with it.
All right. Resource gathering and time lapse.
Yeah, let's do it. I think the build came out pretty well.
That is really cute. It is also very obviously a Secret Santa build. The inside is also very cozy.
Very.
It has some rules, which honestly just, Secret Santa, so...
Basic stuff.
Basic stuff. There's a sign up and there's a get your name button.
I just
like
realized there's one thing that we're missing.
What are we missing?
We are missing paper. All right, I think that works for paper.
In that case, I think that'll do it. Now all we need to do is inform the other members that Secret Santa has been set up. I think they'll be able to find it. I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited.
I'm very excited.
Are you excited?
Very excited. So I guess it's about time that we should select our Secret Santa. So let's go ahead. Let's come in here. We will grab a piece of paper and then we will name it. And then we will take this, walk over here. Oh, wait, no, sorry, over here. And then place it into the barrel. So now hopefully by the end of the episode, it'll be ready so we can pull our person. So let's get back to that storage room. And now that the room is all complete, we need to get moved in, which might take me a little while. So that means I'm gonna do it all off camera. So you don't have to see me open a chest, take stuff out, come over here and put it in a new chest. So this is gonna be a major grind, but luckily you don't gotta see any of it. Just like that, it's all done. I did get help from Alpin and Camden, which was very helpful because this took about an hour just to sort it all in, plus bringing it all over. And if I had that all by myself, it would have taken me, well, 3 times as long. But everything is now sorted into its rightful chest. And we do have, well, a lot of chests, so this will last us for the rest of the season and probably even longer than that. So that does mean our storage system is done, but there is one more thing we have to do for this video. And that is come into the Secret Santa as we can now choose our name. And let's see who we are going to get. All right, this is a good one. I guess you'll have to find out in the next episode to see what we got. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and end off this episode here. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have an amazing day or night or whatever it is right now. And I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Since we are in December now, we should really start doing some holiday festivities. So today we are going to decorate the starter town for Christmas and also take care of our Secret Santa project. Welcome to the Christmas special of AutoCraft. To start off the video, we grabbed a whole bunch of wool from Calvin's shop to then try to make a garland on top of the house, which didn't really work. So then we tried it again on the base of the house, but that also didn't really work. So instead we just went with this wreath to hang off of the window, and once we added a resource pack, it looks pretty cool. Then we gathered some snow caps so we can make the roof look like some snow had been building up on it. And I really liked the way it looked, so we ended up doing it for the rest of the roof. Then we went into the storage room so we could grab some quartz and also so we can make some red concrete. That way we can make candy canes around Starter Town. Then we made some snow piles around Starter Town to make it look like it had been snowing. Then we added some snow on the interior of the house. That way it looks like some snow got inside the house before we shut the window. Jumping into Christmas mode, we need to start working on our Secret Santa. And the person that we got this year for our Secret Santa is Dakota. And I was thinking for my gift, instead of doing just a shulker box of stuff, we're going to build her a maze. And then the prize for defeating the maze is going to be all of his stuff. Now, I don't have a lot of materials to build anything like this, so we're going to need to figure out what we can build this out of. So I'm going to mock up a few chests of materials first. And now we have all of these colorful Christmas presents filled with a whole bunch of materials to build up a maze. So now we need to find out where we're going to build it. Because honestly, I have no idea. So they were just going to fly out and see if we can find a spot. This should do the trick. Now all we need to do is just make this more flat than it already is. Now that the area is all flattened out, we can get started on the build, but I also do not know how I want to build this, so we're just gonna wing it. And I've decided that we are gonna be using stone bricks for this. So let's just get the first layer put down so we can get a rough idea of what we're working with here. I'd say this works for an outline. So I have labeled here with challenge 1, and then if we jump over here, we have challenge 2, and then challenge 3 is right over there. And then right down there is gonna be the ending area. But this right here is actually gonna be a fake challenge. So when she finishes this challenge, there's gonna be a sign over here that's going to say that she didn't really need to do this challenge and she needs to go back, which means she'll have to do the challenge twice. But now that we have this all set up, we need to just extend this up a few more layers. So we'll probably do another 3 layers. So let's get to it. Okay, so now that the build is all done, we need to start working on the challenges. So right here is challenge 1. So what we're gonna do is actually split the room into 2 parts. Right here, we're gonna be going down. So we'll have a ladder that's gonna take us down over here, and then we will come back up about right here. So the ladder will come up and then we can continue on. So the first thing we need is to dig out a bit of a room for this challenge. Now that we have a little bit of a room here, I want to use heads as a parkour challenge. So let's see what we can make here using all these heads. And here we go. We now have our very first challenge, which is going to be the head parkour. So we're going to fall down here, and then we have some simple parkour that we have to do on some heads, which I just failed. And then you fall down in here and then climb up the ladder, and that is challenge 1 completed. Now we need to move on to challenge number 2. Now this challenge is going to be a little bit different. This one's going to be a door maze. We are going to place a whole bunch of doors, and it's going to be a little confusing on how to get to the other side. So let's set this thing up. And here we go. So this is a door on every single block possible in here, and it might be a little confusing to get through, because this is over 32 doors. So now this makes challenge 2 completed. Now let's do the fake challenge. What I was thinking for this one is just going to be a chain jump. I don't want to make this one too difficult, because this challenge doesn't matter at all. So something like this will work. It's an easy just run up here, and then you could fall down, and we'll have a sign right here that'll say, wrong way, you gotta go back. And then with this, you can just jump up and then still fall back down pretty easily. So that right there is the fake challenge completed. Now on to the final challenge. For challenge 3, we went with more of a scaffolding parkour. Now that all the challenge rooms are done, we need to work on the final area, which is going to be considered the end zone. And this is going to be where the present is actually going to be. But in order to do that, I need to make the present. So before we do anything, I'm going to go really quickly make the present. And the easiest thing to do is just to make a box full of goodies. And here it is right here. It's destroy the sign and put the box down. So inside I have placed a whole bunch of goodies of mainly things that either I sell or farms that we have. So now that we have this, let's make this room look a little better. And here we go. So now when Tack walks around the corner, she'll be greeted with this, which is going to have all of her prizes, and then there'll be an exit door right here. So that means that our Secret Santa is done. However, we still need to have an easier way for her to get here. And that is why I've already made another portal right here. But before we go through, let's actually clean this up. Now this is the other side. This doesn't look really cool at all, so let's actually knock this down. And now right here is just below it. So we're just going to make a simple little area, which is where the portal is going to be. So something like this is all set. Now we just need to give her some coordinates. So now let's enter into the Secret Santa and find a spot for this present. I think it's gonna go right back here. And then we're gonna write on the sign, Fort Dakota May, Merry Christmas. And then inside is gonna have the coordinates, a good luck sign, and then just, you know, from your Secret Santa. So now officially our Secret Santa is complete, which means we get to see if mine has come in yet. And I'm not sure if it's gonna be at the house. Oh wait, there's a goat. Typically all we have is a cow, but right now we have a goat. Row, row, row your goat. Interesting. What's in the chest? So this looks like it's just a typical treasure loot. Merry Christmas, Crink. Hashtag marks the spot. It looks like that we have a map here, and that hashtag is going to be wherever the ending of it is. So I guess we need to go on a hunt. Now the only problem is that I don't see a dot on the map, so I don't know where to go. Although it looks like this is a dark oak forest, so let's look around to see if we can find any. Alright, so let's get to flying. So my tactic for this is just going to be to fly around to the dark oak forests in the area and hope that we're going to find it near there. What I'm going to use is just the landmarks that I can see here, and that there's a lot of water, and this almost looks like a little bit of a peninsula. So hopefully we'll be able to use that in order to find this. Okay, so here is our first dark oak forest. Oh wait, this looks familiar. Oh, wait a minute. I have a dot now. Let's use this dot. Oh wait, it's like right here. There it is. Okay, so here it looks like this is the X, and it probably shows up different on the map because this is red mushroom block. So first let's look at this, and there's a lot of crafting tables on there. I wonder why. So let's look through here. There's a door. I don't think there's anything else special about this unless it's down here maybe? What's in here? The official prank potato 2? Interesting. I guess since last season, we ended with the prank potato by giving it to Fally, and Fally isn't here anymore. So I guess it came back to me. Oh, and it looks like there's a lectern here. Hashtag marks the spot. Or does it? A little less obvious now, isn't it? Don't worry, your treasure is here. Might just need your suspicions on where. There are 3 shulkers buried, 6 sets of block, and a bonus gift stored away elsewhere. So that's going to be the potato. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Alpin Dig Up. So it looks like Alpin is our Secret Santa. So I guess let's get to digging. It looks like there is some suspicious sand here too. I guess it didn't have anything in it. Oh, here we go. So here's some ancient debris. Looks like 4 pieces, so that can give us 1 more ingot. Oh, we got a gold block. Oh, here we go. I think this is our first shulker box. Ooh, it's full of food. This is good, because I was actually running low on food. All right, let's keep digging. Problem is that I don't know where the limit is going to be, but it looks like here we got some more blocks. We have some more gold and some more ancient debris. Oh, looks like there's even more ancient debris. Uh-oh, uh-oh. I'll let the water in. Even more ancient debris. Oh, here we go. Here's another shulker box. Oh, and this one's got ender chests. I absolutely hate crafting ender chests, so this is really nice. We even have a goat horn that's call. And looks like some workstations too. These anvils are really useful. Okay, there should be 1 more shulker box somewhere in here. Well, first we got some more ancient debris and gold though. More ancient debris and gold. And there's the last one. And it's a full shulker box of crafting tables. Just for context, I'm known for having a lot of crafting tables for no reason. So I think that's it for our Secret Santa. That was awesome. I love digging that up. All right, let's go back to Starter Town. All right, so that is going to go ahead and end off our Christmas special. I had a blast working with everybody, making all the Christmas stuff, doing the Secret Santa setup with Rusty in the last episode, and decorating our house. And I should probably go over what we're going to be doing next year. To start off, our first year is going to be building the mega base. Or at least just starting it. Because it's mainly going to be underground, but we're at least going to build the entrance. We'll also be removing this section right here and continuing this hallway to finish up the house. And of course, some other stuff here and there, but that is going to be the main thing we'll be doing for the rest of the year. Of course, after we take down all of our Christmas stuff first. So I want to wish you guys a very Merry Christmas, and I will see you all in the new year. Happy holidays! Before we can start anything with our mega base, we need to finalize a few projects. So today, we are going to remodel our starter house and get ready to start on our season-long plans. Welcome back to AutoCraft. So the first thing that I want to do in this video is going to be revamping the house. Because now that we've moved out, we're kind of neglecting it. Because all we have is this hallway and then just an empty room with a bunny head in it. So I want to do a little bit of renovating in here. So starting off with the remodel, we had to destroy pretty much most of this interior. This place looks a little different now. Now we are back to having an unfinished area. But luckily, by the end of this episode, this area is going to look really cool. Now, I think I want to do the main hallway right here first, because that's going to be the first thing you're going to see when you fly in. So what the plan is here, as you see, I've also have covered up the mine because we're not going to be using it anymore, really. What I'm thinking is that we can just move this all the way down and just have the entrance and the way up to be right down here on this level, meaning we can now use this cubby for something. I've also removed the black concrete from some of the windows because we are going to use them as actual windows now. So before we fall down anywhere, let's get a floor in here. Now that we have the flooring, we need to start working on the walls, which I think all means that we need only packed mud and glass because we should have enough wood. And the easiest way to collect that is just going to be buying it in the shopping district. So we have Dune's shop to go ahead and buy up some packed mud. And then we have Anki's shop to be able to buy some normal glass. All right, let's get back to work. And now this area feels a lot more open. Even though all we really did was just back up the walls a little bit and added some windows, it really makes the space feel more open, especially with this new section in right here. And I think the one thing that's just really weird out of all of this is just being able to see everybody's houses now. Like I was not able to see Dune's house from here before. And well, this window is just the mountain. But now that we have the hallway completed, we still have one area to do. And that is the storage room. But of course, this isn't going to be a storage room anymore. We are going to be turning this into one side being a bedroom and the other side being an aquarium. Now, we already have all the materials for the bedroom, but we do need a little bit more for the aquarium because we need two things: light blue concrete and tropical fish. The tropical fish are probably going to be the harder one out of the two because we need to go into a warm ocean, specifically I believe in a coral reef, in order to get the fish. But let's wait off on the fish and let's go get the concrete. Now we should have enough materials here, so let's just grab a little bit of gravel as well as a bit of sand. And now we just need the light blue dye, which it looks like we have 6 blue, but we do have enough lapis that we can turn into blue dye. And then just combine this with the white dye. We can make a stack of light blue dye. And then now light blue concrete. Now we got to convert this with the concrete machine. All right, so now that we have all the concrete, I did gather up a few other materials that we need for this aquarium. But the last thing that we are missing is a whole bunch of fish. So we'll just make a whole bunch of buckets and then we will go out and collect ourselves some fish. All right, and here we are. Maybe nighttime, but let's get some fish. All right, we now have a full inventory of a few different types of tropical fish. Now let's get back home. All right, we have gotten all the fish now, so let's build up an aquarium and a bedroom. And now our final room is completed. We have our aquarium on the right and our bedroom on the left. So this right here makes our house actually complete now. The only room that is left that is unfurnished is this room right here, which we will be coming back to on a different day.
All right, so why is it every time I go to record, it's raining here in Starter Town? Luckily, it doesn't matter this time because Crink asked me to come into the house and go upstairs. Let's see here. Ooh, there he is.
Hello.
Oh, you got an aquarium.
I do.
I've not seen that yet.
Brand new. Just put it in.
It's very nice. I like it a lot. I've always wanted to do that. And I was thinking actually about the hallway downstairs where we can rent out those little areas. Instead of like maybe doing an advertisement for my shops, I was thinking about making 1 or 2 of them an aquarium. So if I need some help or some ideas, I'm going to come up here and look.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, how are you doing otherwise?
I'm doing good. I mean, I've got a bedroom now, so I mean, I can sleep.
You know, I heard you were remodeling. Yeah.
Yes.
I kind of need to talk to you, buddy.
What's up?
Well, you have a wood shop.
Yeah, I do.
And I might have maybe an over-the-top order for you. I figured instead of just going and buying you out all the time, I would maybe give you this.
Dune's order. 5 shulkers of dark oak, a shulker of oak, and a shulker of spruce.
Yeah. Is that a lot? Is that...
No, that's manageable. I can do that.
Keep you busy for a while, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, if I did the math right, then it's like 42 point something blocks of diamonds, and I figured I'd just round up to 43. Is that okay? I mean, is that okay? Can I give you more diamonds than what you would typically take? Is that okay with you?
Well, since you're doing such a bulk order here, I was thinking about giving you a deal, but I mean, if you want to play full price.
Oh, well, if you want to roll the dice, I can tell you that I have tried to gather as many diamonds as I can so far to complete this order, and I could just give you what I have, but you have to agree to it without looking.
See, this could either go really good for me or really bad for me.
Yeah, it really could. It could go either way.
But you know what? I'm up for a gamble.
Are you?
I am.
Okay. If you're up for this, I'll give you every diamond I have.
Oh wait, I don't want to completely make you broke.
Well, you agree to it, and obviously, if it's every diamond I have, it's less than the 43 blocks.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll start with that, and I promise you, I have more than that.
Okay.
I'm not completely ripping you off. All right, I'll do it this way. Here we go. I feel that's less or much more of a discount than you were thinking.
If I'm gonna, so what did you say it was before?
43.
43. I was gonna do 25. So
were you really? Okay.
I was gonna. Yeah.
All right.
So I'd say this works.
Are you
I'll
sure?
take
Because I
this.
don't mind giving you another 3 blocks once I get it.
That is up to you. I will leave that up to you. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I will take this.
Oh no. I tell you what, 25. I was thinking maybe 30 or something like that, and I was just kind of playing you a little bit with the gamble. But yeah, let's just do 25 blocks. So I owe you another 3 blocks of diamonds.
All right. Sounds good.
But is that enough to get the order started, though?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay, wonderful.
All right.
That's going to save me so much time, so I very much appreciate it.
Oh yeah, no problem at all. All right.
Cool.
I'm gonna get working on this.
All right, thank you very much.
So seeing that we have that order from Dune, we should probably get started on it. But one of the woods that he needs is dark oak. Now, if you remember before, we got all of our wood from Tom because we don't have a dark oak wood farm. And last time, I believe I got 2 shulker boxes of wood from him, and we have 13 logs left, which means we need to get some more. Now, I heard he's gotten a lot more wood since last time, so let's go see what he's got to trade. I forgot how big this area is. I think I can just fall right down here. Tom.
Hello, Craig.
Hello.
Startled me. Hello. What brings you all the way out here?
The need.
The need for speed?
The need for wood.
Oh. Is it of a dark variety by any chance?
It happens to be of that variety.
Well, surprisingly enough, I mean, I don't know if you've flown around here. This was a dark forest at one point in time. So
was it?
I have plenty.
All right.
How much do you need?
Well, I only need a little bit for this order that I'm working on, but some bulk storage could be needed because I do have the shop as well.
Bulk storage. Bulk storage, bulk storage. Oh, believe me, Crink, I can help you with bulk storage. Have a look in here.
Ooh. I like the look of this.
Well, that's just sat here in a chest, so if it can help you out, I can help you.
It sounds like a plan.
How much do you like? We've got, what, 11 in here?
8?
8? Oh, yeah. Take it.
Yeah.
Take it.
Now, how much do I owe you?
Now, Crink, see, I'm a man who doesn't actually really need diamonds.
Oh boy.
So, we could do like a diamond blocker shulker or an IOU.
Ooh. An
IOU for all 8 shulkers.
How about 9 shulkers and the IOU?
Oh, wow. You really know how to twist a man's arm, don't you?
I don't know if I'm really twisting your arm, but
yeah. Well, either way, it's a deal. You can have the 9 shulkers.
All right.
Do you need some paper to write an IOU?
And possibly an anvil. All right. Here it is.
Check it's not a dodgy one. IOU, Mr. Crink. No, very, very good, very good.
It's that's my legal name. Don't worry.
Legal name. You're not a doctor? You're not Dr. Crink?
Sometimes I am. In other universes.
Well, Crink, it's a pleasure doing business, and I'm actually kind of happy to get rid of some of that dark oak.
Well,
So,
I'm happy to take it off your hands.
If you ever need more, there is plenty down there. Yeah, I guess you don't know what this IOU is going to be for yet, do you?
Not really.
Me neither. Isn't that great?
Yeah, that's terrific. I'm so excited. All right.
We're just gonna start a new society.
Oh no, not again. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
The reason why we went for 9 shulker boxes instead of just 5 for the order is that way we would have a bit of a back order as well, just in case we needed it for another order or just to stock a shop. Now let's AFK for the rest of the wood. Who forgot to do the replay of all the wood? Me. Do we have it all? Yes. So let's grab the wood and deliver it to Dune. Dune.
Hey, how you doing? So,
I've got something for you.
Do you? Are you sure?
I do.
Because I might have something for you.
You shouldn't have anything for me, but...
No, I think I owed you 3 more blocks.
I said that was up to you.
Oh, yeah. Well, while you're not looking... there we go.
This isn't 3 more blocks, it's 27 diamonds.
Well, that's 3 blocks. I mean, you got to do a little
can't
work
place
to put
it.
it in block form, but... What?
I can't place 27 diamonds.
That's true. So you got to do a little bit of work. It was funny, though, because you're like, hey, I got your order ready, and I had just got the 27th diamond. I'm like, perfect, let's just do this.
All right. So, bam.
Ooh. Oak.
Bam.
Spruce.
Bam, 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 bam.
Wow. That is a lot of dark oak. Thank you so very much. I gotta be honest with you, I'm not that looking forward to placing all this. But it's gonna be fun.
But now you got it.
Yes, that is very true. That is very true. Hey, come on down here while you're here as a little thank you. And in this guy right here. I don't know if you have any rabbit meat yet, but go ahead and take a little. This is this farm turned out to be a lot faster than I thought it was gonna be. So these 2 little guys. And if you want any rabbit heads, please feel free. Yeah,
I don't
actually, if you
think
want
I have a use for them right now.
Have you seen a salt and pepper rabbit head though?
Unfortunately, I have. That wasn't the
Oh.
first ever rabbit that I killed on day 1.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, there you go. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
No problem at all. Pleasure doing business.
All right.
Bye. All right, so now that the order's done, let's head back to base. I wasn't planning on including this in the video, but I went over to the Enderman farm just to repair the tools that I had, and this happened. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No! That's not good. That was all my stuff. Uh-oh. That was everything. That was all my armor, all my tools, my bow. That we just lost everything. So I guess we gotta start getting it all back. Do I even have a spare elytra? Oh good, I at least have a spare elytra, and I should have some rockets too. All right, so let's use this to head over to the industrial district to hopefully get some new armor and tools. Okay, so hopefully, I think these are just going to be tools, but we should be able to use these to at least get ourselves some new tools set up. All I need is just stuff that we can trade for emeralds, which we should just be able to grab some iron over here. Oh yeah, I still got plenty. All right, so I should be able to turn this into emeralds, and then we'll turn this into new tools. Unfortunately, the armor, I think we're gonna have to craft. Unless somebody has armor smith villagers that we can kind of steal from. So now all we're gonna need is just 1 more pickaxe to replace both of our silk touch and our fortune one. Which, there we go. We now have all of our tools. We just need to now get a sword and our armor. In which we have a lot of diamonds here already, so I think we're just gonna buy all of our books from the shopping district. And now that we have everything, let's go to the Ender so we can make all of our armor again. And this time I'm gonna be safe and just fall down this way so that, you know, we don't lose all of our stuff again. All right, let's get to AFKing. All right, so now that we have all of our gear back, which is actually better gear, like we didn't have Soul Speed 3 last time, and we also didn't have Sharpness 5, we are now ready to continue working on the base. Now, our next build is going to be going right here, except we don't need to go out and collect any materials because we already have everything here from the last build. Because turns out I really over-prepared for this thing behind me. So let's use what we have here and work on this next one. I love how this build came out right here, enough that I even threw on some shaders with it. So this is going to be the entrance to what I'm considering being our season-long project. It's less of a mega base now and more of just something that we are going to be making. But with this build, what I realized is right back here, these structures right here, they almost look like little totem characters. I didn't mean to design it like that, but I think it looks pretty cool. But looping around down here into the entrance, we're going to have this grand hall, and then right here, we're going to have a bit of a drop. Now, I haven't made the drop just yet because we're not really starting this until next episode. Because next episode will be themed completely on this build right here. And this area also is not finished. Like, I'm not just going to leave this road like this. We're going to be decorating the sides and doing a whole landscaping project over here. But that is to come at a future date. Now, one last thing that I want to do before ending off this episode is heading over to the starting town because there's a new game. Or at least it's a new game to me. And that's right here. So it's the Bundle of Joy game. And it looks like this lamp is on so we can play. So let's grab some diamonds. So all you have to do is throw a diamond at the brick and we should get a bundle full of goodies. So let's see what we're going to get here. And we got an empty bundle. Well, that's really unlucky. Let's try again. Oh, this one's full. It's a stack of hay bales. You know, I'll take that because hay bales are actually really fun to decorate with. All right, let's do one more. This time we got a stack of gravel. That one's not as important. Let's do it again and let's see. A diamond. All right, so that paid for one run. Next up, we have a boat. All right. 2 more diamonds. All right, awesome. So this game is pretty much paying for itself a little bit. Oh, oopsie. Well, Dune can have that diamond. And let's head back to base. Actually, instead, I think we'll end it off in here since it's our new room. Today, I would say we were very successful because we were able to completely redesign the interior of our base and make the entrance to our season-long project. So with that, I'm going to end off this episode here. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have an amazing day or night or whatever it is right now. And I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye. Last episode, we built up this building, which I left the meaning a secret. So today, we are going to reveal what the season-long plans are. This season, we are building multiple escape rooms for the AutoCrafters to play. This episode, we're building the first room, the game room. Welcome back to AutoCraft. I am very excited to start working on this build behind us because we are going to be transforming this and going down to create multiple escape rooms. Today, we're only going to be doing one though, because the one we are building today is only going to be I'm going to consider it a simple one. Meaning it's not going to have a lot of redstone in it, because after all, I really don't understand redstone as much. What I'm hoping is that this whole project is going to make me much better with redstone, because just with designing, I have already learned a ton more about redstone, even though to most people, the stuff that I've learned is probably pretty basic. But before we can start working on this, there is something new going on the server, and that is over here in Starter Town. So C-Dubs has set up a new game where there are decorated pots hidden around Starter Town. And with them, you can get a whole bunch of good loot. And it looks like one of them is right here. So I believe as long as I break this with a silk touch, yep, it will drop. So this one had 6 emeralds in it. And the main rule with this is we can only do it on camera. So let's look around at just at least around the base. And looks like we have another one right here, which had, what was that? I think another 14 emeralds. And if we place them back, there's a chance that he will come back and put some more in it. So let's look around inside the base and see if we can find any. I think I'm going to leave Sherb's area alone in here, because this is his stuff, and I believe that one's probably one. Like I said, that's going to be for Sherb. So really the main area for us to check is going to be up here in our new interior. And let's see, it looks like we have one right here, in which this guy's got, that was I think 27 more emeralds. Let's look around some more. And I have added some more fish into this aquarium because they keep doing things like this where they just kind of huddle up in one area. So I added some more, so if they do decide to huddle up, hopefully it'll be like one on this side and then one on this side. Let's see, is there any more? We got one right here, which is just some more emeralds. Emeralds are always useful because we do have our trading hall, and we have one right here with some more emeralds in it. I believe some of them do have diamonds in them though, but I'm pretty sure that is all we have in here. Another spot we can check actually is if we come over here, and I don't have any ender pearls, but we do have up here, which is just the outside of our interior, but it doesn't look like he would have left any up here. But who knows, maybe in a different phase he would do this, so it's good to check it anyway. And I guess the easiest way to get back in is just doing this. Another spot I want to check is our shops in the shopping district, because I believe as of right now it is just the shopping district and Starter Town that has anything in it. So let's check. This is my shop, and it looks like there's one right here, which has some more emeralds in it, and there's a rusty.
And he's ugly. He's looking at me. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You're not ugly. I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to get some pots.
Are you now?
Yeah. Oh. Coming up to the wood shop, it seems that we have 2 right out front here, which this one does have diamonds in it. And the other one has more emeralds. Now let's check on the other side because he might have done the same thing over here. Doesn't look like it. Although we will try on top because there is a lot of little hidden areas up here. Let's see. And the mushrooms maybe? I don't remember putting a cave spider head here, but you know what? That's fine. Ah, here we go. I knew there was going to be one up here and it's got more emeralds in it. And all right, I think if I can get out of here, I think that is all we have left over here. Now, there is some of the other people's shops, like there's one on Rusty's right here, but I'm going to leave these for Rusty. Although, if there's going to be any on the pathway, maybe I'll take that one. Like maybe this little guy right here. And maybe also this one up here, which should have more diamonds in it. Okay, so it looks like our haul was almost 2 stacks of emeralds and 2 diamonds, which I'm going to stop because I want to make sure everyone else also has a chance to do this, which is why we only went for the stuff in our areas. However, we do have 3 new autocrafters that have joined the server, and I believe their locations are Marantha right there, we have Auto Gear right over there, and then we have one other member, Jushik, which I believe isn't going to be part of Starter Town. All right, so let's get working here, but we do need a little bit more materials because I believe I am pretty much out of deep slate. This is all I have left out of all these chests is just this, which translating it into just blocks really quick is all this right here. And up here is all of the slabs and stairs and stuff, which we aren't going to need much of. Meaning we need to get a lot more deep slate as well as some tuff. In fact, I don't even know where I'm storing tuff. Right here maybe. Oh, wait, I have a chest named Tuff. This is all I have for Tuff, and honestly, we might not need Tuff. We'll probably grab it anyway because I don't know how much we're going to need in the long run. Now, unfortunately, Deep Slate can't be mined with Haste 2, but we will be bringing a beacon anyway. So let's head out and find a spot where we can dig. Honestly, it shouldn't really matter where we go as long as we're going down to deep slate layers. So even a spot like right here will work, even though we are in render distance of our area, because we're just going to be going straight down and just digging a hole. So let's just go straight down all the way down to deep slate. That didn't work out very well. And I don't even have an extra elytra this time. So we got to do the walk of shame all the way back. I did bring a bucket of water this time, so that's not even the hole. I don't even know where it is. Oh wait, I think it's right here. Here it is. So I'm thinking let's just do this. And then we will write it down. I should really block up the caves when I'm going through next time. Thing is, I don't even know where this creeper came from. He came from one of these caves. Okay, here we go. I don't know why I keep dying in every single video. All right, let's keep digging down. And I think I'm just gonna dig all the way down to the, oh boy. Anyway, I think I'm just going to dig down all the way to, okay. This is deep dark right here. This is deep dark and a geode. Is there, yeah, there's a lot of, oh wait, there is, okay, all right. Yeah, there's a lot of skulk here and there's even an ancient city right here too. Wait, is this 2 ancient cities? This is 2 ancient cities right next to each other. Look, there's one big portal thingy right there, and then the other big portal thingy is right here. This is really big enough that I don't think I want to be making our mine right here. So let's just fly out of this. And we're gonna do this in a different spot. All right, instead let's go this direction. All right, so let's try right here on the side of this mountain here. Actually, let's probably go to the bottom so you have to dig the least. All right, right here, let's try again. Hopefully this time it's gonna work a lot better. All right, hopefully this time we won't get blown up by a creeper. All right, we are officially down at the diamond layer now, and we still are surrounded by a bit of skulk, but there is no ancient city around here. In fact, there's a lot of just dead space. So this is gonna be really useful for digging out. Before we can dig, we do have to just really quickly get a beacon in here. Right, and just put the beacon down and then set it to haste 2. And now we can get to mining. Deep slate is acquired, that means that we are ready to begin building our escape room. Because the deep slate is going to be used mainly for all of the hallways, but not in the room itself. Which means right now we can get everything done but the room. Obviously for this escape room, we want to dig down. That way we'd be able to just dig out all the rooms. So we started off by digging a tunnel going all the way down. One time lapse later and it looks a little more rugged over here because we can now jump down here and fall into the water, which of course is going to be the entrance. And then right here is going to be our way to get into the main hallway. So this is the design that I chose for the base of the hallway. Coming over here, we have multiple rooms that are going to be set up. Right here is going to be our first escape room. This is going to be a piston door, but right now I don't have it hooked up. Right here behind the sandstone is where our control room is going to be. So for all the manual stuff that we have to trigger, we'll do it in here. And then right back here is another door, except this one does not have pressure plates because this is going to be the exit to our first escape room. Right here you can see we have an unfinished doorway because this is going to be our waiting room. So let's get into construction of this thing. And as you see, this is the waiting room. I didn't go too heavy on the details in here, but all we have is some benches that we can sit down in. You can even walk over here and grab your favorite book and read it while you wait for your room. We definitely have an issue here because 2 episodes ago, we got this. This right here is the official Prank Potato 2. And because we have the potato, that means we need to prank somebody. But we needed to decide who we are going to prank first. And looking at all these starter houses, I think we're going to prank that guy right there, Mr. Rustic Dragon. Now Rusty here isn't a big fan of moss. In fact, he hates it. So let's have some fun with this. And Rusty has been mossified. I'm not going to go through what I have fully done with this, but we are going to go inside of our moss block here because we have to lay down the potato. The inside of this block has a heart, and we are going to put the potato right on top. So we're going to leave it right here, the official Prank Potato 2. And now we're going to go up and we are going to seal the block. And now we just have to wait for Rusty to see it. Coming back to this project, we need to start the escape room because right now there's still nothing behind these walls. Instead of me doing a time lapse of making this, I'm just going to build it and then run through it really quick with you guys. And then we'll be having our first contestant. Hey there, AutoCrafters. If you are an AutoCrafter and you are watching this video right now, if you plan on running it, the entire rest of this video will be a spoiler. And it is now ready. All these doors are now hooked up, except of course this door. We can't go through right here because there's actually no way to get through this. This door opens up through redstone. Whereas right here, we have our control panel. Now right now we only have one button that actually does something, and that is because these will be for other rooms. I don't know if we'll be able to use all these, but I only need one button for this one. Everything else is activated through other means. But if we go through in here, this is going to be our room where we give the person a quick little summary of what they're going into. So let's go down here. So falling down, this is the actual escape room. I went for a little bit like a game night area where you got like the pool table and a fireplace, just a place to hang out. And now I'm not going to really go over everything because Lazy will be here in a few minutes to do the first run through. But let's go ahead and get into a little bit of free cam and I can show you the rooms. So right here we have the first room. And if we jump through here, we have the second room here, which has this book right here. Let me actually show the book. So this book is a story that I just wrote called The Origin of AutoCraft. It's pretty much a basic story, and it just tells you an order of wool blocks that you need to place right here. And then this, if I just go ahead and go through here again, will open up the fireplace, which will have another item. And then that item you'll place in that barrel, and that will unlock the next room over there. Now, the wool blocks, you'd think you get them from here, but you don't. You actually get them from right back here. And now these are named with different numbers because I want to disguise these as pool balls, so he'll think it has something to do with here. Now, in order to open this door right here, he actually needs to go over to here and grab this book. And this book is called I Fell on My Keys because, well, I kind of fell on my keys. Now, through these 10 pages is encrypted messages in which will give Lazy instructions, or really just the player instructions, in which to take the book, and it's going to basically bring them around the room and they'll drop it right here on the pool table. And then as soon as they drop it, that door will open. And then of course they'll get given with this puzzle here. Now if we go into the next room, this one has nothing in it, but I want the person to hopefully think that there's something about this room. And then we go up the stairs into the, I guess you could say, final room. Now right here, there is a maybe drop again. Now, the only spot that we drop something is on the pool table. So obviously something else needs to be dropped. And right here, there is an anvil with a barrel. And if we come into this room, we have a little bit of an interesting dining room here. Right here we have barrels, which has paper in it, and it also has an iron sword. This iron sword is the thing that needs to be dropped back in the pool table, because what that's going to drop is actually just an item that doesn't do anything. It's just to distract the player so the time will go up. In which, by the way, there will be a leaderboard for every room we make, and it's just going to be something where you can try to get the best time. And you also only get one run of this room, because if you try to run it again, you're going to know where everything is anyway. So right here, we have iron swords in item frames, and they're all rotated in different directions. And they're also all named different numbers. And the way to do this combination is you go in the order of a normal Minecraft item frame. So it starts off in this direction, and then you rotate it once and it's there, and you just keep going around until you have an 8-digit number. You would then rename one of these pieces of paper, go over here, and then throw it in the barrel. And if you have the right combination, this door will open, in which this door right here is the final door. So now that we've gone over the whole thing, let's get lazy over here.
Needs a music disc, but otherwise, pretty comfy. Guess we'll just sit here and wait. Hey,
hello, lazy.
Should be the barely waiting room.
Welcome.
What's up, Creek?
I guess did you read what the invite said?
No, I missed. There's an invite.
Oh, well, I'm going to be trapping you in a room today, and you're going to try to escape.
Ooh, that sounds good.
So if you remember last time, we worked together on an escape room. So using that knowledge, I'm going to throw you in one.
Okay, perfect.
So are you ready? You ready for the challenge?
Yes.
All right, follow me.
Will this totem and golden carrot affect anything at all?
No, you should be good. There's no way to die in here, so just follow me in here.
That's no fun.
Well, I mean, technically there is a way to die in here, but you don't have to die in order to do anything. But plus, if you die, you're not setting your spawn here. So
yeah, that'd be bad. All right.
So this room is just kind of the introductory room, so that's why you're able to escape right there. You will be locked in the room. There's going to be no way for you to escape unless you complete the whole thing. There will be a leaderboard, so try to get as fast as time as possible.
Nice.
You only get one attempt.
No pressure.
No pressure at all. Also, hopefully my redstone doesn't break because you are the first person to run this.
Hooray!
All right, so pretty much the little situation that you've got here is that you have gone into a game night with your friends, but when you get there, no one's there. So you realize that the door behind you has locked, and you need to figure out a way out.
All right. Sounds like a normal game night. Nobody shows up, and then I can't figure out how to leave. So,
all right, so good. I will get ready, and I will tell you when you are free to go down.
All right, let me know when I can go down.
All right, it is ready for you.
All right, let's go try this thing out. Whee! All right. Let's see. Got doors. Always. Ooh. Hello. All right, we got. Oh. Okay. Hopper. Always good. All right. Bookshelves. Got my library card. Ooh. Found a special book. Fell on my keys. Okay. Guessing that's supposed to go here. All right. Good, good. Okay. So now something here. Book. Let's see. Red, yellow, blue, green. All right. Red, yellow, blue, green. Don't know what these arrows for. I've been told not to destroy or turn anything. So, Crink, am I good so far?
You're doing good.
All right, good, good. I haven't broken anything so far.
I'll let you know later.
I don't know what this room is about. Can't get under there. I don't have my elytra. There's no dye around anywhere. I don't see any dyes. Can I make dye? I don't think I can make any dye.
By the way, I did forget to tell you, you do get 3 hints if you would like to use any.
Oh, this is an appropriate time, I suppose. All right, give me one.
I see you're in a stuck place, and you might be getting hot, but, you know, just relax.
Just relax. Imagine there being anything behind the lava. All right, I'm gonna need clue number 2. Crank.
Normally in Minecraft, you need to, you know, use water for a lot of things. But as you see here, there's no water. But what's the opposite of water?
Ooh, there we go. All right, all right. So I'm gonna go red, yellow, blue, green. Something opened. I heard something. Oh, the fireplace went out. Key of colors. All right. Okay. Moving on. That was tough. Let's see. Maybe drop again. Nothing there. There. 7, 2, 1. 6, 8. No, 4. So let's see. 1's that way. 2's that way. Which way is not represented? Down, up, left, right, northwest, northeast. One final clue.
You must use that paper and fill out the correct combination and place it in the barrel.
8. No sound, so it's fine, whatever. I have one more idea after this. 5. Okay, so that should be it. That's not it. So the next idea is to write them all down on one piece of paper. Is it the other way? Does it start with that? Is that what it is? Guess we could just do...
Would you like a nudge in the right direction?
Yeah.
This is not a hint. This is a nudge.
Uh-huh.
Think of how a Minecraft item frame works when an item is first placed into it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to... Guess that's this. Is that where it goes to first? Really? Okay. Hey! There he is!
You
What's
did
up, buddy?
it!
Haha! I did! And incredibly
Congratulations.
fast. And with almost no help at all.
Would you like to know your time?
Yes, please.
So, your time was roughly, I still have to do it in the editing and everything, but what I have right now is your time as 23 minutes and 32 seconds.
Woo!
However, what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to shave off 2 minutes of time, so putting you at 21:32 because there are still some flaws in the redstone.
Okay, fair.
So I will do that for you just because you were also the first one to run it.
Awesome. Thank you very much, sir.
Did you have fun?
Appreciate it. Yeah, it was great.
Well, that went all right. Unfortunately, I still needed to add one more rule, and that was to make sure that they don't flick any trapdoors because Lazy wouldn't have known that that hopper was there. But that's fine because that was more of just really a test run. And after the escape room, I asked Lazy if he wanted to become our redstone expert, and he agreed to do so. So on our next escape room, we are going to be using him to pretty much redstone the whole thing so we could focus more on the detail side of it. I did make a few minor redstone changes in there to make it work better, so now any other AutoCrafter can come through and run the escape room. Now, I am not going to be showing any more on camera, so if you want to see any more runs from this escape room, be sure to check on all the other AutoCrafters channels. One other change that I am making is we're going to have an entrance fee. Now, I'm not doing it with Lazy because he was more of the test run and we're going to save him those diamonds. It is going to be 5 diamonds to run the escape room, and then the player that has the lowest time in the escape room is going to win all the diamonds. Meaning we're not going to be making any profits from this game, but to be fair, I already have enough diamonds, so I'm fine with that. But that now means that we are done with our escape room. At least the first one. We probably won't be working on another escape room in the next video, because I want to give the other players time to run the first one. So I hope everybody has a good day, or night, or whatever it is right now, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Goodbye. Even though we have this awesome escape room, we are not going to be touching it today. Instead, we are going to be focusing on the outside area between our storage room and the escape room. And we might have helped an AutoCrafter move house. Welcome back to AutoCraft. So I was thinking for this terraforming that we don't use any sort of designing in creative mode and we build everything just here on the server with trial and error. But I think if I want to terraform this and put like trees here, we're gonna need to extend this out a little bit because it is all hollowed out on the bottom. So it should be pretty easy to just take out what was here before and then put in something new. This already looks a lot smoother, and looking at the whole thing, it looks like we have just this big field. Now, I want to put custom trees in here, but I don't want to put custom trees everywhere here. So I think first, let's get a whole bunch of birch saplings and try to push the trees back in. Because, to be honest, I kind of chopped down way too many. So let's see what I've got in my storage for it first. And we have, well, 8 birch saplings. Luckily, I think if we go and look in the industrial district, I think we have some more in that storage still. But first, that's better. All right, so let's take a look in these chests, and it looks like we have, well, none. All right, well, I guess I will grab these birch saplings, and I'm gonna run this farm for maybe the next 10 minutes and just see what we can get. Hopefully there's absolutely no bone meal in here. So I'll probably just run this until we run out of bone meal with this. All right, we got a stack of 43 birch saplings, so I would say this actually works. All right, let's place some saplings and wait for them to grow up. The trees have all grown up as well, and now that I stood right here to look at this, I've realized that these trees are pretty much adjacent to the side of that pillar right there. This one is much farther back, which means we need to get more birch saplings. So I guess we'll just go do that. Birch saplings have been collected and placed, so this doesn't look as much of a field anymore. Now this area is definitely something that we are able to terraform and add some custom trees and make it look pretty cool. Before adding the trees, I want to go check out the shopping district because I believe some of our stuff is actually sold out. Okay, let's check the shulker shop first. Because the shulker shop has the history of towards the end of the season that not many people are buying shulker boxes anymore, but let's see. We have 3 diamonds here, and then it doesn't look like we have anything else either. Oh wait, no, right here we got a bit. All right, so we got 21 diamonds from that one. Now, let's check the wood shop. Off camera, I did change the price of this shop. Before, every single stack of logs was 2 diamonds, but now I have lowered it to 1 diamond. Just because we're getting near the end of the season, and I want to make getting wood a lot cheaper. So let's check all of our barrels. We've got 1 sale here, and another sale here. Another one here. Nothing there, nothing there. Check birch. Okay, we are completely sold out of birch. Which, looking at this, the few that are low are going to be birch and I think warped, but as of for everything else, I think they're at a pretty good quantity. Maybe mangrove, but this wood is fairly hard to collect. And then oak looks like we could do a bit too. So let's go see what we got in our storage room. And what I mean by mangrove being hard to collect, it's just when I run that farm, it takes a while to collect a whole shulker box of mangrove wood. All right, so let's see for the birch, I think we're good. So let's grab a few shulker boxes here, and we will fill them up with hopefully enough wood to stock the shops. Which for birch, we can just, stock a whole shulker box full. Let's see what we've got for oak. Yeah, we should be able to restock oak as well. As of for mangrove, we literally have no logs in here. As of for warped, we have a little bit. So actually, I think I want to keep this in our storage room just in case I want to use any warped. So in that case, we just need to bring over these 2 shulker boxes. Why is there an enderman in the nether hub? Excuse me, sir, but I really don't think you are supposed to be here. To be fair, I don't know if there actually is spawning spaces in here, but I think I might have just sent him through the portal. Well, if I did send him through here, he must have despawned. All right, so let's get this stocked up. And there we go. Birch is now fully stocked, and then we can use the rest of this oak wood to stock up the oak. I am still really confused on where that enderman went. Now, we have gotten an order in for a block that we don't sell, because Lazy found out that we have a bone meal farm. And, well, he wants to buy 1 full shulker box of... What just happened? Well, Lazy wants a 1 full shulker box of bone blocks. Now, this farm is completely destroyed, so we're gonna fix it. But first, we have to save Maranther. And she is down at the Enderman farm because I have already seen that she was there. So hopefully none of her stuff actually got destroyed because there's no way, there's no like collection system in our Ender. So the only thing we can hope is that it didn't fall off the edge. Let's see, let's go down here. Yeah, everything's right there. Funny thing is, I was just here like 2 minutes ago because I wanted to use this thing. Okay, so let's just get all my stuff situated up here. Now, of course, I don't want the ender pearls, so we're just gonna kind of move around here, pick up the non-emeralds. Was I saying emeralds? I meant to say ender pearls. And I think this is all of her stuff. I just realized I might have just gotten rid of some of her stuff. Oh no. That's not good. Okay. This is gonna be bad. Hey. I made a mistake.
What happened?
So, you died.
Mm-hmm.
I knew you were over there, right? Because I had tried to use it and I saw you were standing there. So I went back to go get your stuff. I also flipped the lever.
It's all in the void.
Some of it. Some of it.
Okay.
So this right here, that's what I was able to get back. Well, that's what was there.
Honestly, okay.
What would you like? I know your pants were netherite, so...
I've got my netherite pants on. I've got another gear of netherite. It's just...
Yeah,
so.
but like, I destroyed your stuff and I feel bad. So, stay right here. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I seriously did not... I wasn't even thinking with that. My brain was like, yeah, there's no way for her stuff to just disappear. It does if I destroy it. Okay, I think I have ancient debris. I will give her, say, 12 ancient debris. I will give her, I don't know what else to. I have a normal diamond ore. I think this will work. Do I have any books that I could give her? Maybe nothing that would go in pants. Okay, I just realized we also lost her helmet. I'm back, and I've landed in your cow and cow and llama pen. Okay, so I've got you 12 ancient debris.
Okay.
What else would you like?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to go mining, but at least I have my fortune pickaxe, so...
I will help you with your mining. What do you need me to do?
I just need to... Let's see, I've got a diamond pickaxe, so I just need to replace the sword, shovel,
Wait,
axe.
I thought I gave... Wait, your sword wasn't there?
No.
I thought I had your sword. Oh, I don't have a secondary sword. Would you like a maxed out netherite pickaxe?
Yeah, it's good. I'm just glad I have another set of gear.
I feel bad. I feel so bad.
No, it's okay. My bad for walking away to make food.
No, I flicked the lever though.
It's okay.
Oh,
I'm just gonna go get more diamonds. That's all I'm gonna do.
I can give you diamonds. You want diamonds?
I need diamonds.
Here. Diamonds.
That's a lot of diamonds. Okay, great. You're good.
Are we good now?
Good. You
God, am
don't
I
need
sweating?
to feel guilty. Bye, Greg.
Bye. I actually feel really bad about that. Back to business. This farm looks disgusting. So we need to fix this by first getting the lava put back in here. Because the reason why this broke was, well, because I unloaded it. If you unload this farm, well, this happens. This isn't the first time this has happened to me. And luckily, Lazy is not online right now because earlier I did tell him I was gonna have all these bone blocks ready by 5 o'clock. And well, it's 8:30. So luckily he's not online to say, yo, where's my bone blocks? All right, so now that all the stone on the top is broken, we need to come through and replace every single one of these little cobblestones with stone because moss cannot spread to cobblestone. And then, well, we need to do it on all the rest. All right, this farm has now been decobblified. Oh, never mind. Now it has been decobblified. Now the final thing we need to do is get the lava back in here, which means we need a lot of buckets. Luckily, right over here, we have a whole bunch of iron. So let's craft up some buckets. That honestly should be enough. Let's pop into the nether to get some lava. All right, there we go. Did lose some buckets, but it's fine. Okay, so now I believe here we go 1, 2, 3. Let's get 2 buckets ready. And we do 1 there and 1 there. And this should lead all the way down to over here. All right, and then we'll just do the same on this side over here. And then we can replicate this in the other 4 quadrants. All right, lava back in place, and we should be able to turn the farm on now. And let's see, it should be putting bone meal on all 4 quadrants, and it only did 2. For some reason, it's only doing half of it right now. Ah, yes, that would do it. This has no bone meal in it. Let's just grab some to start these off. And there we go. This farm is now pretty much fully working. Some of these quadrants are being a little funny, but it'll eventually fix itself back up. Now, I am going to shut the machine off because I don't want it constantly going off, because we're going to make some adjustments to our storage here. I want to make this storage, instead of being over here, we're going to move it to a different spot. But that means we need to figure out where this line is going to go. Now, what I was thinking, let's just go into free cam here. I want to take this line and bring it over here to the tree farm because this is the farm that I use the most. And right here is our bone meal input. So I want to pretty much send this down into pretty much, I want to say the ground, over, up, and then in. And then once it gets to here, I want it to shoot directly out this way. It is going to look really janky, but it should work. So I guess let's just experiment. This is almost complete, and well, it's already been a lot of work. So let's start off over here with the bone meal farm. The output, which is right here, now comes out, goes around, and then down into this tube, in which this tube runs all the way along the ground here, and then makes its way over to the tree farm. Now the tree farm, we've made a few changes to, as you can see right here. This tree farm now has a whole platform as well as a staircase to get up to it, so we don't have to waste a rocket every time. So what happens now is the bone meal will come through this pipe and up the bubble elevator, and then it makes it across over into this hopper right here. Now this hopper will first go into the tree farm right here, and then once this tree farm is full, it will then continue this way into this dropper. Now this dropper will start spitting it out in this direction, in which it will land in this hopper right here. Now this is going to be our bulk storage for bone meal. Now Augie gave me this great idea. If you can see right here, there's a little hopper coming out the bottom there. So we will have at least 9 stacks right here, and then these 3 hoppers, because there's a hopper right there. And then this will have extra bone meal in it. Now, pretty much this whole line is just going to be 4 extra bone meal. And I guess if we need to, we can just put hoppers on the back line of these chests if we so desire. So when we flick this lever right here, which is going to toggle this dropper, and then this dropper will spit more bone meal this way, and we'll make it all the way over here to this area, in which this is actually the same bubble elevator. So we are just rotating items around, in which this redstone also comes over here, so it will toggle this clock. And then the final change I made was for the output of our farm. So that all the trees and saplings and stuff will come over right here, and then normally the storage was right here. But instead this chest is going to be for our saplings. So now all the wood will make its way down this hopper line and into this bubble elevator, which it'll make it along this pathway, which in reality, I probably should have just gone this way and that way instead of making this, but you know what? It's fine. But now we have automated storage for all the types of wood that we can get. And there even is a miscellaneous one, so if we end up running out of saplings in anything, it'll end up in this chest right here. And well, there's going to be 6 chests, so it should have plenty of storage. And then when both systems are full, they are both cycling over into the same dropper, which will just spit it into lava. Which hopefully this thing will never really have to be used other than saplings and sticks. So now that this is all completed, and all the excess storage from the bone meal over here I have already condensed down. And if right here we have this white shulker box which is filled with bone blocks, which this is going to be our order for LazyCon. So let's bring this over to his base. Okay, now I can't get into his storage room there, so I think we'll just place it down right here. So currently, this is our nether tunnel, or at least our nether tunnel leading to our industrial district. Now, if you come down here, this is actually going to be the portal to Rusty and Alpin's industrial district, but then if you come this way, it'll bring you to ours. And as you see, it is all netherrack. So I was thinking, let's go ahead and let's fix this up. And I have already designed a tunnel that is going to go here. And for it, we're going to need a lot of quartz, a lot of lime terracotta, a lot of lime concrete, and a lot of verdant froglites. For the quartz, the easiest way to get it is just going into our industrial district because we can trade with the villagers for it. So let's grab some iron here and then let's come up to the villagers so we can get some emeralds first. And then we'll instantly turn around with these emeralds to start buying not only some quartz blocks, but we do also need a little bit of quartz pillar too. So I'm going to sit here and just start trading like crazy. So instead of grabbing all the quartz, I just kind of grabbed everything that we need. So that includes lime concrete, some lime terracotta, and some verdant froglites. So let's just pack this up and bring it into the nether and make some tunnels. really lucked out with this tunnel because it came out directly to the end of the wall here, because my design for this starts at the portal and it's 5 long here, so I was just kind of hoping that it was going to be able to make it to the end, and it was able to do that. I don't know if you saw there, but I did also hide some soul sand underneath the quartz slab, so if you have soul speed, you'll be able to sprint through here pretty quick. And because this is leading to 2 different industrial districts, I went for a more of a futuristic approach. That's why we went with the quartz. But if you come down here, I still have to add some signs in, but right here is Rusty and Alpin's portal, and then if you come straight down here, that portal right there is going to be the industrial district for us. And luckily, even though that portal is a few blocks over in the nether, it still works for lining it up to come over out here. So we gotta go meet up with Anki and Rusty because we're pulling a prank. So a while ago, AutoGear stole Rusty's water wheel in his starter base, and he also mispronounced Anki's name on purpose. And well, I also wanted to help out, and Rusty has the prank potato. So because Rusty's water wheel was stolen, we stole Otto's house. Why couldn't we just like change the entire color palette of his house? That hasn't been done before.
Yep. No. Who would do that? Change an entire castle to birch.
Anki, while you're finishing that up, me and Rusty can start going to dismantle the house.
Yep, I will be over in a jiff.
Sorry, did we have a new member over here, or?
Oh, what? No, we haven't had. I mean, the latest member we added was Marantha, I think.
And Joshik, don't forget about him too.
And Joshik, yeah, Marantha and Joshik.
It's okay if he logs in now.
Oh wait, what if he spawns in a tree?
Oh. No. If he's AFK at his sugarcane farm, he's underground, which we just filled in.
Yeah.
He'll be fine. He's safe down there. He's not gonna die. Some kind of sign that says "house condemned" or
yeah. We need to do that first.
Yeah.
I have a sign if you want a sign.
Ah, yes.
There you go. I did not help. Okay.
No, but you just applied the sign, so you did help.
No.
Oh.
There we go. Well, job well done.
Job done.
So, yeah, we are now movers. We have moved Otto's house all the way over to the swamp. And something that made this really painful was putting everything in all the chests. So, Otto's house kind of has a new spot now. I'm not gonna lie, a little part of me really hopes that he keeps it here. I really don't know what to say here, so let's just go back to the base. Now, to wrap off this episode, I want to come out here and actually do what we said we were gonna do earlier by putting these trees here. In which what I've got here is 2 different schematics for 2 different types of trees. Now, of course, we're going for more birch trees because we are in a birch forest. Now, I've got this tree right here, which is going to be the smaller one, and then this one over here, which is going to be the bigger one, which this tree is actually inspired by Flip. So what I want to do is just sprinkle these trees around the area. That way we'll have 2 different types of trees. And then I might also sprinkle in some of the normal ones as well. So let's get to building. So I've only gotten 2 trees in, and well, I definitely want to put another one in the middle here, but I'm already running really low on leaves, so I really hate to do this, but I'm gonna do all these trees in between videos. So next time when we come back, first things first, I'm gonna show you guys what I've been up to over here. And I'll make sure I definitely record a replay for it so I have something to show for it. So that does mean that this video is now coming to a close. And I'll say I've had so much fun today, especially with Anki and Rusty. Because I mean, becoming movers and literally moving Otto's house was a ton of fun. So yeah, that's gonna have to go ahead and end off this video. So I hope you have an amazing day or night or whatever it is right now. And I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye. What's all that noise? Oh God. So last episode, we said we were going to be working on the base and well, we built like 2 trees. So today we are going to finish the base by building out the outside areas, and we are also going to place in all of the wonderful details spotted around the area. Welcome back to AutoCraft. I know I just said welcome back to AutoCraft, but you know, we're back on AutoCraft. Now I did say last episode that in between episodes, I was going to be working on making the trees in our area here. And well, I did that. As you see right here, I have added a whole bunch of trees and landscaping and some cool stuff. Now, it is not fully completed though. There is still some things that I want to add over here, but we're not gonna do that right now. Because the goal for today is actually going to be to focus on this side over here. What I want to put right here is going to be our nether portal for the area. Now, I have one right back there, but that one is only temporary. I want to put an actual like big one right here. And that will kind of wrap up our like 4 quadrants, I guess you could say, that we have here. Meaning hopefully after today that this part of our base will be done. And we will be putting something else back there behind the portal, but if I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really thought about that yet. Because when I was designing this hallway, I designed it as that being the nether portal, so I don't know what else to put there. So I guess we'll get a little creative. Because for this outer area, I want to try to decorate more on the server, kind of like what we did here. I didn't design any of this in creative, but over here, we are going to build the portal, and then we are going to put like the detailing bits around it on the server. I've already designed the portal, and Rusty is behind us. He thinks that he is not on camera right now. He thinks that he has made it off of site, but in reality, he's not. So that's why today we're going to spend some time in kind of decorating our area out and making it look more full. Because I did all this over here, but we are going to be adding some more little smaller details in here as well. Now, I will also be removing these flowers because I hate poppies. Poppies and dandelions are my 2 least favorite flowers because they are just really vibrant. I mean, the dandelions aren't bad, but the poppy is just so bright. Like, it does not need to be that bright at all. In which, for the flowers, we are going to shop at Zao. This is Calvin's shop, and it should have some good flowers for us to use here. Now, the main one that I want to use here, I don't think he sells. I want to use alliums for this build because I love the color that they have, but it doesn't look like he has any. I'm trying to see if he even has one on the floor so I can show what an allium looks like. Either way, they're a really cool flower, but we could use some different ones too. Let's see, let's actually grab some diamonds here and let's buy some flowers. I want to buy a mix so we can do like some flower patches in different areas. So I definitely want to buy some cornflowers. And then let's do a little bit of oxeye daisies too. Maybe some pitcher plants. I'm going to do like maybe 2 things of the torch flowers because I don't know if these exactly are going to fit in the area, but they're the new flowers, so it could be pretty cool. And I think maybe just 1 of each of these types of tulips. Now we should be all set on the flower part. All right, let's grab some signs because I want to make like a little board or something, maybe just like on one of these pillars, just going over things that I want to put out in this area. Let's actually use this back wall of the cave right here. So the first thing that I want to put is just benches because, to be honest, benches are cool. Next, I would say we need some flower patches, and then obviously we need that nether portal. And then maybe we could do some more trees, probably some stony structures. Something I think would be really cool for this area is adding in a river, like right down the middle of like that forest over there. So actually with this river, let's actually add in an bridge because I want to put a bridge across it. And then inside the forest, I actually want to add in a campsite because I think that'd be really cool to just have like a little path, maybe out like the path blocks and stuff that goes like into this forest here and then leads to like a little campsite with like a tent and stuff. And then I also want to just do a little bit of more terraforming in the area. And this one's just kind of like a base because we're going to need to do a little bit of more terraforming over here to just kind of smoothen this out like a little more flatter. Because of the build we're putting here, we kind of need like a more flatter road. The next thing I want to put on here is detailing the road because, well, it's just stone right now and that's ugly. And as I said before, I want to find the replacement for the current portal. And I don't think I can think of anything else. So the last sign we're going to put is just polishing. Because after everything is done, obviously we're going to want to nitpick at a few different things. So that'll be part of the polishing phase. So now I guess we need to decide which one of these we are doing first. And I think the easiest thing is actually going to do the big structure first, which obviously is going to be our nether portal. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I just talking about nether portal, maybe think of one more thing, and that is going to be our nether tunnel. Our nether tunnel isn't going to be big because we don't have a lot of space between our portal and the nether hub, but it is still something that we should take care of. All right, yeah, so with all of this, let's do the nether portal, which for this build, we're going to need mainly stone, which looks like we have a good amount of stone here. Now we're also going to need a bit of normal deep slate, and it looks like I think what we have here will be enough. We need a bit of cobblestone, which we have that. We also are going to need some mossy cobblestone, which we can craft with moss. Which, speaking of, we also need moss, which it looks like, yeah, we have a good amount of moss in here. All right, so I'm going to form some boxes together on the materials we're going to need for this. And all right, it's been a bit of time and I've collected 4 shulker boxes here full of random goodies that is going to build up our nether portal. Now I'll give you a little sneak peek and that is all I'm giving. But for right now, let's hop into a time lapse and build up this portal. And the build is done. I tried to keep this build similar to kind of how we did this one with the deep slate kind of hidden in the back. But then I also introduced some moss too to just kind of give it more because without the moss, it kind of looked a little bland. And for a portal, I would say this is probably the most detailed portal I have ever made. Because if you go back to Season 3 of AutoCraft, it was just, you know, kind of in a hallway. Kind of a lame excuse for a portal. And then for AutoCraft Season 2, it was, well, it was designed, but I think it was only like 1 block around each of the sides of the portal. So this is definitely better. But now my only issue is these 2 portals are kind of far away, and I don't know if this is going to line up with the one in the nether. So let's just wing it. Let's break down this portal. That was loud. And then I need to grab a flint and steel, which I think I have one in this box. Yes, I do. And then I have this set up so it's 2 portals because this isn't going to work being one big one. So that's why we have this separation bit in the middle. So from afar, it looks like it's one giant portal. All right, let's see. Let's go through here and hopefully this will line up with the spot in the nether. And it does. Awesome. Speaking of, we should probably work on this soon too. I know this is on our board of things to do for this episode, but we should probably get this done soon. And it even comes back in the right spot too. I wonder if at any point, if someone will come out on top. It'd be a little weird if it does happen, but I wouldn't be surprised. All right, but that means that we can come over here and knock nether portal off of our thinking to do thing. And the next thing that I think I want to do is going to be the campsite. Because this, I'm actually really excited to do this because I wasn't planning on doing it until I made that board and I came up with the idea. And now I just really want to do it. So I was thinking, let's just come over here and make a very small path that doesn't really look like it's been treaded on too much. That's just going to lead into the forest. And we'll go to about like right over here. And now let's just clear out maybe 2 or 3 of these trees because I don't want it to be a very like wide open thing. But to be honest, actually, you know what? Let's not clear out any trees. Let's move the path to right here and this will be perfect. And right here, we can go ahead and make ourselves a bit of a campsite. But first, of course, we're going to need some materials. Mainly just probably 1 campfire, maybe some logs too, so we can like show where we're getting the logs for the campfire. And then also a tent, obviously, because it's a campsite. I just realized my light manica thing is in this corner. All right, so I'm going to go grab some blocks and then we'll come back over here and get working. All right, and hopefully something like this should work. Got some spruce logs in here, got some red wool, something we're going to make a red tent. And then I got some various dirts and logs and other stuff that should make a pretty cool campsite. Now, I know we are in a birch forest, so I should be using birch logs on the campfire, but there's no way to make a birch campfire itself. So we're going to be using oak logs as kind of like, as if we just kind of like brought them here. So we're actually might put them on a little bit of a like cart type thing. But first, I think I kind of want to push this land back a little bit because even though it's a big space, I kind of want it to be more flat. And I think this will do it right here. So now let's place down our box. Actually, I already have some of the stuff. And let's figure out where we want to put things. I'm thinking the campfire is going to go like pretty much here. And then we'll put the tent about right here. So for the tent, I was thinking we do just some slabs and then with some wool next to it maybe. And then we try to put some more slabs on top. And I don't know if I'm going to like this, but we'll see what we can make here. And hopefully it'll look like a pretty decent tent. And I'm not sure if I'm liking this. Yeah, let's try something different. All right, so instead, I think I want to grab some stairs. And let's make like kind of like a border on each side out of spruce maybe. This right here is already looking a lot better with like the signs and the trap doors being mixed in too. Now let's do this just on the other side. All right, now it is on both sides and even added a little trap door up there too. And I would say this is actually coming out very well. Now there's a few more things that I want to do to this. Starting off, I want to like make it look more worn by doing something like that. Not really, I don't know why I said worn, kind of just more used. And there we go. And now we can actually come in here and break some of these blocks to give us a little bit more space on the inside. Then the next thing I want to do is just kind of break apart the floor a little bit. And we're going to use this. We're just going to kind of jut it down with some stairs. And then we're going to replace this floor with some planks here. And maybe mix in like a trapdoor, maybe another stair just to make it look, once again, just a little bit more worn in. And I even mixed in a little bit of the stripped spruce as well. And now we can make a bed. And I think I even want to make some of these red banners just because why not? And then let's place in a bed probably right here. And then as for the banners, let's try, I wonder if we could put them out here maybe? No, probably not. I don't even really know if we want to use these, but I kind of just saw them in the crafting grid and I was like, oh, this might work. So maybe we can put them up in here a little bit. Yeah, I actually kind of like that. And then finally, I just want to throw a lantern right in the middle to give off a little bit of light. And I don't know if there's really anything else I want to put in here. Actually, you know what? Maybe we can place in a little bit of storage as well. Maybe with like a little bit of a composter and then a little like chest setup too. And then maybe add maybe a button on the floor. And then I would say that this tent is done. I actually really love how this thing came out. Now I was thinking right here, I want to make a little like carriage thing that's going to be holding some logs. All right, so let's make a little thing with some slabs here, and then I want to give it some wheels. So for the wheels, we're going to use some oak trapdoors. One there, one there, one there, and one there. And then we'll put some fence gates here to kind of act as the handles for it. And then right here, we're going to place some logs. And what we're also going to do is we're going to take some campfires and burn them out to kind of look like just more little tiny logs on it. And then I just want to put some spruce trapdoors on here just to kind of hold it into place. There we go. Now we got a little cart holding some logs. And then even though we have this cart, I think I also want to put just a little bit more logs like right over here, just as stuff that has kind of already been set up for us to use. And I'm thinking just maybe some spruce slabs just kind of as seats for the campfire here. And then I just want to sprinkle in some coarse dirt around here. And all right, this area is now complete. And I threw in some shaders because I mean, I love the way this looks right now. I added in some flowers as well as some bushes as well. And it makes this campsite just actually look like there's somebody living here. I even threw in some normal dirt and some rooted dirt as well to kind of break up just the all coarse dirt look. And I'm gonna say I really love this like so much. Like I'm really happy with how this came out because I did all this with my brain, and yeah, it's really cool. So that means we can come over here and knock off campsite from our list and move on to the next thing, which I'm thinking, let's do the finding the replacement for the current portal. Why did I knock that off? Because now that this is deactivated, we need something to put here. Which, is this even? No, okay, I thought this was spawnable for a second. Although, before we get started on that, well, figuring out what we're doing over there, Calvin has a new game that he created, and, well, everybody's going over there to test run it, and I want to go, because games are fun. So, let's go.
We're going to play a game, you know that. So, we have a few rules.
Calvin went over the rules with us, but I'm just going to give a rough summary. This is fishy business, and there are two teams, the salmon and the cod. The goal for each team is to place the most amount of heads on their home base to score a certain amount of points. Each type of head is worth different points, and the team with the most points by the end of the game wins. PvP is on, but you can only kill once you have your team's head on, represented by a salmon head or a cod head, and you can change teams during the game if you were to acquire a different team's head. Now, there is also one head that overrules every single point on the board. If you find the tropical fish head and you are to be wearing the head by the end of the game, you win by yourself no matter the points on both sides of the map. So, with that, let's get into the game.
Choose a locker room from the ones that have the closed doors. Let's listen to the lady.
Welcome to Fishy Business, the game where lying to your friends can grant you the win. Please enter one of the locker rooms, set your spawn, grab the items inside, and don't show them to anyone. Don't forget to set your spawn. Thank you.
Grab the items, don't leave anything inside. There are 4 heads in game, so let's go.
Everyone, the game is about to begin, so head over to the entrance. And remember, you can only kill with a fish head on. Good luck.
Let's go! Hi there. Hi there.
Hello. What team are you playing? What team?
You didn't see that?
That's a dolphin.
Huh? What's up?
What team?
I don't know if I wanna share that
want to say?
information. I don't know if I want to share that information.
You're just grabbing the item.
I know, I'm like farming it.
Are you sure? Nope. Nope. Nope.
Oh.
Nope. No.
I don't like the noise. I don't like that little crime, like little gremlin thing. Whatever that is, I don't like it. All right, so I am salmon, and I'm trying. Well, I really want to find that tropical fish. Is what I really want to find.
I have no team now. Oh, this person has a lot of gear.
Hi.
Has all the gear.
How are you?
I can't kill him because
I don't got a head on. I got a head on. You can't kill me.
let's sure. Let's go kill Shashik.
Wait, isn't this? Oh.
Okay, my plan is to lay low for the rest of the game, so I can put this tropical fish head on right at the end. I'm trying to not put my salmon head on until the very end of the game, and then I'll put on.
I hear a bow.
My tropical fish hat. Nice job, Calvin.
No,
nice job.
Got him. Got him. I don't know how because I'm terrible at PvP. Do you have a team? I can't.
I do have a team.
I can't choose.
I do have a team, but I don't know if I can trust you.
See, look at me. Look at me. I have this and I have this. So I can't join any.
All right.
Or you have, unless you're tropical.
Did you see that? Did you see it? Did you see it?
I haven't seen auto gear.
Calvin, did you see it? Calvin, did you see it?
No. Oh, okay.
Okay. What's hi.
Hey.
Hi. Whoa.
How are you? How's it going, buddy?
What's that voice?
Look at the other way. Bye bye.
That's Jessica.
Otto, please stop
Why
meowing.
doesn't Jessica have his head?
I'm calling it right now. I think Otto has the head, the fish head. That's why he's trying to stay away from us.
Oh.
I bet you he has it. I can do this though.
This is not.
Hold on, I can do this though. Can do that for us.
I do. That's we are going some.
Wait, yeah, I put a squid. Oh, okay. Did you steal the squid from before? Oh, one light.
Wait, we have one light. Okay, we have to find him because we lose if we don't. Where was him?
He was in the other treasure room.
Oh, Greek freaking! That was so that was murder Greek.
Everyone
I did!
stand
No! I did it,
Panic
yes!
and killing is no longer allowed. With the head of
That
your
was so
on.
good, Green.
Oh.
That was good, Green. Well played.
All right, that was so much fun. I even got a few heads from it too, which is pretty cool. This one's actually one of my prized possessions because one of these on AutoCraft is very rare. And we are going to be playing this again on our stream weekend, which is actually this weekend. But actually, you know what? I think this video is coming out after stream weekend. But yeah, now that the game's over, let's go ahead and continue working, well, actually start working on what we're going to put over on the other side of where our old portal is going to be. All right, I mocked up something a little bit in creative mode on just kind of a furnace setup here because all we have right over here is just 4 little furnaces here that, if I'm going to be honest, I barely remember they're here. So if I put something big over there, I might remember that they're here this time. Although we do need one other block, which is the ochre frog lights, which are the yellow ones. So let's go to the shopping district. I believe there's a shop for frog lights. Yep, right here is the shop, and it looks like they are 2 diamonds a stack. And here are the ochre ones. So let's just buy 2 stacks because we're really only going to need 1, but we'll just have some extra just in case. All right, now the other blocks that we're going to need is just some stripped wood, and then we're going to need some deep slate bricks. And then in here we have some trapdoors. And here are more. That will be enough trapdoors. And then we will also grab some moss carpet. And then of course we're going to need some furnaces. And now finally for the weird one, we're going to need some chains. Now let's come over here. And the first thing I want to do is actually raise the flooring here. And then we're going to push back this wall right here a little bit. All right, so first I want to break out this floor right here to put some frog lights in and just cover it with some carpet. And then we'll take some bricks and layer them in right here, just to finish off the wall here. And then we're also going to come up to the top here just to bring over the roof. And then we're going to replace these sidelines with some stripped spruce. Just like that, and then we're going to mine out this little middle section. And we're also going to put some stairs at the top and the bottom. And then this right here is going to be where we're going to be putting our furnaces. Except I also want to add in a little bit more light, so we're going to break these blocks back here, put some planks here, and then we're going to layer in some ochre frog lights right here. And then we will put in the furnaces, and then we'll grab our chains and put them in the middle. And that's it. This is exactly what I wanted to do here, so now we'll have a furnace set up if we need it. So that means we can knock off find replacement for current portal. So I just logged in again, and while I haven't moved, because I can't move, and I'm kind of stuck in slime. I logged out like literally right in the corner after I had just like fallen asleep, and well, it seems that there's a lot of slime in here. For a little context of what I think this is, the other day I was just kind of AFK, I think out there, it looks, yeah, that's outside. I was AFK out there just kind of watching a show, and then Otto appeared and gave me 3 shulker boxes of slime balls. Because he said he has a lot of slime, but if I had to guess, this is all him. Let me just try to get outside here and figure out what's going on. Oh, it's outside too. Oh, there's a castle. It looks like we have a little bit of an infection with slime. I mean, this is kind of a bounce house though. This is kind of fun. Although, I don't remember having my floor one below, and that's because we also have slime blocks underneath. Okay. I can't even get up to my bed. I think that's the culprit right there. All right, well, let's clear out all this slime and I guess raise the floor back up too. Oh, yeah. Oh, doing just fine. Seems that we have to, do a little cleanup, but, and I still have so much more to do. That was just this room. This better not be solid. Okay, good, it's not solid. Oh. It seems that I have the potato again. I just got rid of this thing. I guess we can just put this right back in here. Alright, all of the slime is cleaned up, but we still have to clean up all of the honey blocks in here. Now I was thinking that we just kind of break one of these blocks and just do one of these. That way we're going to easily be able to get down under here. All right, but I mean, we got a whole bunch of slime and a bit of honey blocks now too, so I guess that works for us. Although now we do need to figure out who we want to prank next. Obviously last time we did prank Rusty, but who do we want to prank this time? So the next thing that I want to do is going to be the river and the bridge. However, unfortunately, we are completely out of time in this video to continue working on the base. So we are going to be splitting the finished progress of the base, or really just like the finished tag, into 2 parts. So next episode, we are actually going to be finishing everything because we are on a time crunch. We have just over a month left of the season, so we got to get this base finished. Meaning next episode, we are going to be finishing out these 2 areas over here and trying to cross off everything that is left on that board over there. But I did have a lot of fun in this episode. I even had a lot of fun editing it too. So yeah, that is going to have to end off this video here. So I hope you enjoyed. Hope you have an amazing day or night or whatever it is right now. And I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye. Now I know I said in the last episode that we would be finishing all the little details on the base, but unfortunately we ran out of time. So today we are actually going to finish the base by completing every task on our board. Welcome to the season finale of AutoCraft. The first thing that I want to do in this video is going to be building the river and bridge. Now, what I was thinking, in order for this to make sense, like with the whole water stream and everything, we need to have an area where the water is coming from. And if we're going to have a river kind of going through about right here in our forest, we should have it start somewhere up here. And I was thinking right over here, because we've kind of already got a little bit of like a dome here-ish. So let's knock out some trees and let's kind of open this up a little bit more. And then if I go into free cam here, just to kind of go over what we're going to be doing here, we're going to have the water kind of coming down right here, and then we'll build the bridge. So you kind of have to cross it with the path here, and then it's going to go over to here. Now there is this slight hill here, but instead of knocking it down so we can have water that actually makes sense and not defies gravity, we're just gonna kind of make it go through it with some like stone structures and stuff. And then we're gonna make it come through here and actually end right here. So we're gonna have the water seeping into this cave. Now, as of where it's gonna go once it hits the cave, I don't really care. The end goal is just going to be this cave. All right, so let's get to work over here at making a pond. All right, and I've done a little bit of work over here, just kind of clearing some stuff out, even put down a beacon for us. Now, what I have done is I've kind of marked out that the water is going to be kind of going in between these 2 stone structures and then going down this way. And then this is also going to mark the top of the water line is going to be right here. So like this block right here is water. So next, let's throw in some water in this. Okay, and the water is now in, so the next thing that I want to do is just start to map out where we want the actual like river part of it to go. So let's map something out really quickly with the shovel. And all right, starting from the cave side, we got it all set up and linked. So you'll just go through here, and then it's gonna have a little drop down right here. And then right here, we're gonna be terraforming this to make it look more natural. And then it comes along through here, kind of nearing our campsite. And then we're gonna be building the bridge right here. It's not gonna be a very big bridge, obviously, but I still need to come through and just kind of make this area a little bit bigger, tweak it in a few spots, but first, I want to get the water in here. Probably getting the water is like one of the last things that you want to do for something like this, but for this project, I kind of just want to do the water first. And then we have like this thing right here where this is just kind of the inside of all the terraforming here. So we're just going to grab some stone and we're going to just make it look a little bit just washed up right here. Kind of something just like that. All right, so let's get this water coming through right here, and we'll just kind of see where the water wants to go on its own. Obviously, I don't think it's going to be able to make it all the way down. That's why we're going to have this additional water to be able to bring it farther. So now that this river is all widened and all set, I do want to go ahead and just lower this down a little bit just to give it a little bit more shape, just in these bigger areas. And then next, obviously, we need a way to get over this path. Now, I believe we can parkour over it, but I do also want to make a bridge here, which for that, we're going to grab some spruce slabs and some campfires. And what I was thinking is just coming over here and just make probably something like this. It's going to be a very small bridge, but all we need is a little 3x3 here. Actually, we could probably get away with a 2x2. and then also putting in some campfires in here as well, and of course getting rid of the fire. And then finally, I want to grab some spruce fences and some spruce trap doors to kind of give like a little bit of variation on the side of the bridge. And then we'll probably have to do something like this too, just to make it look more connected. Yeah, there we go. We got like a little tiny bridge right here, and I actually like it. Now, the last part that I want to tackle really quick is just going to be this section of the river right here, and then we should be able to wrap up this river project. And this will work right here. I've gone ahead and smoothed out the sides a bit, not like as much as I could, because, well, the area that we're working with is a little difficult to work with, so I did what we could do. And then as for the other side, I'm not really worried about what it looks like because we're not really going to be going over here. This is just the side to make it make sense because the water is going to be going over there and down into the cave. So that means we can mark off the river and bridge from our board. And next, I think I want to do the flower patches, which I just realized if you missed last episode, you don't know what I'm looking at right here. This right here is the list of things that we have to do for finishing this base. And well, right now we are going to start working on the flower patches. Actually, you know what? I just thought about something, and I think it might be a better idea for, instead of doing the flower patches, to actually do more trees instead. That way we can get an idea of where we want everything to go. So actually, let's jump into a time lapse and build up some trees. And here we have a whole bunch more trees right here, as well as a whole bunch of mobs on the other side of our building over here. Just went ahead and put the same trees over on the other side, so now our more trees is done and a rusty has appeared. So even though we are going to be finishing our mega base in this video, we are also going to be finishing up our starter base over here by, well, me and Sherb over here, since we kind of live here together. We're going to finish the basement and kind of turn this into a nice cool game room. So let's see what we can do. And now that the project's done, I am going to walk around a little bit just showing it off because, well, we weren't able to do it together. So now when we walk through this door, there's a wall. But then if you turn this way, this turns into our man cave, where right behind us we have ourselves some darts, which I don't think is fully set up here. But once it is set up, we'll be able to, play darts. We'll be able to like stand back here, shoot a bow into that target, and then the lights will go off depending on where you hit on the target. And then it'll also play a little bit of a ding noise too. Over here we have our little pool table, which this is about the same design that I used in the escape room, and I thought it would fit over here as well. The only difference I made is instead of using spruce trapdoors on the side, I used dark oak. Over here we have our music station where we have 2 jukeboxes and then every single disc in the game. Over the weekend, I did have a little bit of extra time, so I went around and tried to get all the discs, and I was able to get Pig Step 2, which I had kind of had to go like 10,000 blocks away just to get this disc, but it's fine. So now when we have people over, we can play any song we want. And then we also have this big table over here, which I was thinking we use maybe for some stat poker. I think it would be a great spot right here to have something set up where we all sit around, listen to music, and, gamble. And then right over here, this does lead into Sherb's area. And then one last little secret is this painting here. It does go back to, well, behind the wall, which brings us down to where the season all started. Because, well, this was my first crop field and as well as our first sugarcane farm. But now that that's all done, let's go work on the base a little bit. Next, I think we should do our flower patches, the stone structures, and the terraforming all at the same time. All right, so in the last episode, we did purchase all of these flowers, so we are just going to continue to use these same ones. And then I think we also just need a box that is going to have just some kind of just stone in it. So we'll grab some normal stone, I think we'll grab maybe a little bit of cobblestone, and then we'll grab some slabs and stair variants. And since we're doing the cobblestone, I wonder if we can grab some mossy cobblestone too. And to describe what this terraforming task is over here, if we come to the other side of our portal, it's just floating right now. So the terraforming is just to finish off this kind of area right here. And what I want to do with the stony structures is just mimic what we've got going on over here with just a piece of stone, a slab, a stair, and a button, and some sort of configuration. So let's actually craft this into a few buttons and let's get to work. All right, and just like that, we can now come over here and mark off stone structures. And then next up is the flower patches. First thing that I want to do is actually remove these dandelions and the poppies. This area looks so much weirder without the flowers. First step over here is to place in some bone meal and then getting rid of a little bit of the grass and all of these flowers, because I couldn't be bothered with putting in all this grass manually. And now that we have all of the grass in and we have destroyed all the flowers, let's get some new flowers in. And we now have some flowers in here just like that. And while I was doing this, I did actually get an idea. Right over here, I was thinking, like, right as we walk in, maybe about right here, we make a, like, I don't know how to call it, maybe like a banner of some sort for like right when you walk through the portal, where we have like a little post coming up here, another one over here with like some fences in the middle and having like some banners hanging off of them. But yet again, I also don't know if I want to like start it here and have it actually end over like here somewhere, and then we have it kind of run through. I think I actually want to do that instead. Actually, you know what? We can do both, because if we put like one, say here, and then one over there, and then one like here, we can have it kind of make a triangle. I think this would be really fun, and it would actually add a little bit to the base, because the only things going up are the structures and the trees. We could use a little bit of decoration too. So in fact, we're going to come over here and add one more thing to our board, and that is going to be a cool banner thing. But at the same time, we can also mark off flower patches. I'm actually going to add one more thing to this board, which we're going to do right now, but I want to add it anyway, and that is going to be the prank potato. Seeing that last episode, we were given the prank potato through that horrendous prank with all the slime. It is time that we bring it to a new player who hasn't had it before. And I already have an idea on who I want to prank. And that person lives right over here. This is C-Dubs' base. Now, C-Dubs has this little thing going on this season where he can't break any emerald ore. And, well, we're going to use that to our advantage today. What I want to do is block off every single entrance that he has into one of his builds with emeralds. Meaning his portal, his storage room here, and if you come over here, whatever this building is. Actually, I really don't know what this one is. Either way, we're going to try to block off a whole bunch of it with emerald ore. This prank is going to take us a little bit to set up, but I think it's going to be worth it. So I guess let's hit the mines. I don't know what would be the best way of doing this, whether or not it would be strip mining or going into caves, specifically in mountain biomes. I'm not sure. But C-Dubs isn't even online right now, so let's go ahead. Let's try to get some emerald ore. I am so glad I wasn't recording, because it would have been literally the most boring recording session of me just strip mining and going in caves and mining emerald ore. It was really boring, but was able to come out with over 5 stacks of emerald ore here. However, I bought like maybe a total about a stack and a half from Rusty and Auto, about like combining their numbers together. But the rest of this I did have to go and mine about like 30,000 blocks away, because, you know, those mountain biomes are really rare. But now that we have all this, we are ready to go prank C-Dubs. All right, coming over here, I kind of already explained what I wanted to do, and that was just covering up his entranceways to multiple things. Now, I don't think we have enough emerald ore to cover every single doorway that he has here. So instead, we are going to do pure nether ore on every single block for this build, and then we'll kind of sprinkle in whatever we have left over here with some normal stone and even some blocks of emeralds. Now, he can mine these ones. That's just kind of make it look good, I guess. But you know what? Let's just get to work here. This looks really weird. The only 2 doorways that we had to use the stone on was this middle one here and then this one back here. All the others we were able to do full emerald ore on the doorways. And don't worry, I still blocked him off right here, so he won't be able to get into this one. At least I think so. I don't think there's any other entrances on this build. And as of for this one, I believe it's just right there and right there. So these should be all set. Now we just need a spot to actually place the prank potato, which I'm feeling to put either inside this building or inside this building. I think I want to do it over there. Because when C-Dubs comes over here, he's going to realize that there's stone here and he can actually break in. When he breaks in, he'll see the potato inside. Over there, it's going to be harder to break in without actually destroying the build. And all right, let's just place a potato right here in the item frame. And now, well, C-Dubs has been pranked. Which means, once again, we are relieved of the prank potato. Hopefully for the rest of the season now. Actually, before we transition over there, I was able to get enough netherite and smithing templates from when I was getting the peg step disc, because I was just looting all of the bastions and I was able to find a lot of netherite and a lot of upgrade templates. So let's just grab our armor and let's just make this into netherite, because we weren't able to do it when we lost our stuff, but now we have it all back. For some reason, this looks really weird. I haven't seen myself with netherite in a while. And well, actually, you know what? I don't even have my trims right now. Let me just make something really quick with these trims that I have. I'm literally just gonna YOLO this. I'm gonna do just random ones all over my armor, and I've gotta think. So last time we used diamonds as our trim. This time, what does iron look like? You know what? Let's do iron, because I feel like iron kind of fits our base this season a bit. And you know what? I actually want to try these silence trims because I love how this one looks in particular. And I think we need deep slate to duplicate this one. I don't know if I like this with the iron. At least not the helmet. Let's try something different with the helmet. Let's use snout for the helmet, which is a little bit different because it doesn't have anything on the front and it just kind of puts something on the side. In fact, I think we'll change the pants too. I think we'll use rib for this one. I think we used this on the last set. Yeah, just kind of gives some light trims on the side. And I think we'll keep the silence on the boots. All right, now back to what we were supposed to be doing, which actually we can come up here and remove the prank potato. And I'm thinking the next thing that I want to work on here is our nether tunnel, because, well, it's just netherrack, and netherrack is ugly. And what I was thinking for our nether tunnel is I kind of want to make some builds like how we have here. So I want to make maybe some pillars using like the stone, andesite, and gravel that we have here, with the background being the deep slate. So let's grab some of those materials and let's just see what we can do. And I've realized we are very low on andesite. I only have a stack in 29 to my name. But let's hop into the nether. Let's see what we can make. Because, well, this is what we're working with. We definitely should start off by pushing the wall back a little bit. And then we'll probably do maybe 2 blocks. Trying to figure out what we want to do for these pillars. I'm thinking maybe 2 blocks on both sides. And then we'll kind of find the middle point, which I believe is that right there. Yeah, and then we'll just go back here and we will make this one just the deep slate. And taking a look back, I think we actually have too much deep slate. So I wonder if instead we do something like this and just kind of break it up a little more. I'm not sure if I'm liking this. Instead, let's try to remove this middle one. So instead of having 2 sections, we'll see if we can make 3. And I think this is much better. Unfortunately, we have a 22 block long hallway here, so we have to do 5 long here, 5 long here, and then 4 long here. So let's duplicate this on the other side. Yeah, I'm digging this. Now, as of for the ceiling and the floor, I honestly have no idea what I want to do, but I would like to add in some sort of greenery, so maybe we can use moss. Because grass in the nether doesn't look good at all. And actually, the back side of this portal, I would love to just turn into some deep slate. You can't really notice it from here, but when you stand in the portal, you'll be able to see it. May or may not have not been recording and I didn't know, but I have gone ahead and added the entire flooring in here with some bushes on the sides, and I've also raised up the roof by 1. I think having a 4 block high ceiling instead of a 3 is definitely better, but with that, we need to figure out what we want to do for the ceiling. And I'm almost thinking just like a light blue concrete, because that might work for the ceiling. Because after all, everything that we have is outside, and I think we have some light blue concrete. The only thing I'm worrying about is having it all being one big texture. I don't know if that's what I want it to be. Luckily, I do have some light blue concrete already, so we should be able to see what we can do with it. I'm definitely not always the biggest fan of using concrete in this type of setting because it's just one color and it's not that detailed. But this might work out for what we want to do. And yeah, I don't know if I'm liking this because it's just one flat color. You know what? Rusty's in the area. I'm gonna get his opinion real quick and come back. After talking with Rusty, instead of doing the whole concrete on the ceiling here, we're going to raise it up a little bit, like a little bit more, maybe 2 or 3 more blocks. And then I want to do maybe little arches. That was my idea that I just came up with because I came out here and I saw these arches. And so I was thinking we'll do the same thing in here. So we'll do an arch here, 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 and here. And then we will have to raise the portal a little bit more, but that will be fine. And then hopefully by the time we get there, the sky will actually look more normal. I think I have come to something that I like here, and that is, well, the ceiling now has a dark oak and spruce. And I've also added some signs here too, just saying that this is my base, and then this is also where the escape room is. So yeah, I think this tunnel actually does resemble our other side of the portal pretty well. So that means that we can mark off the nether tunnel from our list. And I think next we will do the terraforming. But first, I gotta sleep. And now you may be wondering, for this terraforming, what do we actually have to terraform? And of course, it starts thunderstorming. Luckily, we can skip that. And there's really only one spot that we have to terraform. And that is right back here behind our nether portal because, well, it's just flat. I had everything floating over here because, well, I didn't actually design anything for a terraforming. And so, well, we're going to be doing it right here, right now, on camera. First things first, I just want to even out this pillar here just by putting some grass in like that. And that kind of covers already what we've got right here. And so for over here, we should be able to do roughly the same if we just take the grass over here and then just bring it down to the ground. And then as of over here, I don't really want to be clearing out any more trees. So I wonder if we can do like more of a stony cliff here. I was thinking just like kind of like a little wall that holds this area up. And then we'll just kind of like slowly transition into it. I've never done something like this, so I don't know how this is going to go. I'd say something like that works. We just have a cliff here, and then I added a little bit more grass and then transition into more cliff. And then as of for the top, it just looks more like a finished area. And don't worry about adding like grass or flowers into areas like this. That's gonna be part of the polishing phase. But now let's just see if there's any more other little spots that I'd want to be terraforming. What I'm kind of looking for is something like this, where the tree goes down and then you can see the dirt underneath it. That's not something that I want, so we're gonna do just something like that. And then same thing with this guy right here. And I think that actually covers the majority of it, which means we can take down one more thing, which is terraforming, which means we only have 4 more things left on this board. And I think next thing that I want to do is detailing the road. Now, the main problem that I'm having is, well, we've had this road for a very long time now, like for months, and I've gotten used to how it looks, and I've slowly liked the simplicity on the stone. But I want to add a little bit. I was thinking we do like a little bit of shading. So I want to do like some andesite maybe on the sides a little bit, and then have it just transition into stone. But for that, we need more andesite. Because if I look into, I think it's this box. Yeah, we have a stack in 14. So that really isn't going to work for what we want. But what we can do is get a little bit of an idea of what we want to do here. This rough draft does look really good. And well, this was all the andesite that I had. So let's go collect a little bit more. And the pathway is now done. It'd probably be best if I view this in free cam here. And yeah, it's pretty simple. We just detailed it a little bit. I didn't want to go too overboard because, well, we didn't really go too overboard in detailing a whole bunch of other things either. So this works out for our pathway. And I even did it on the back side of the portal as well. But that does now mean that we can remove detailing road, which does mean we are down to the final 3 items before this base is finished. Also, I got a spider head while doing that. Pretty cool. Okay, next thing I want to do is these benches, which I think we should just be able to grab some spruce trap doors and some spruce slabs. And then we just make a form of seating kind of like this. I'm not sure if I like that. Something else I want to try is also using campfires. Probably the other way. I kind of like that too. Something else I want to try is instead of using these spruce trap doors, I want to try maybe oak trap doors and some oak signs. Just by doing the oak trapdoors on the back and then some signs on the sides. And yeah, I actually kind of like that. So we're going to have that one there. And I think I want to put one maybe over here by the entrance of the nether portal. Let's put one maybe like right here. I don't really want to overdo this because, well, I don't want to have benches everywhere. So let's put one last bench right here. And there we go. We got 1 bench there, 2 bench there, 3 bench there, which is a very easy thing to do. So we're going to go ahead and knock off benches. And of course, the last thing that we have to do here is the cool banner thing, which I'm excited to do. Because all we need is going to be some stripped spruce wood, some slabs. Where did I put those trapdoors? Some trapdoors. And then finally, the banners, which is going to be made out of, let's do a light blue, let's do lime, and let's do red. Actually, we need one more thing, which is going to be fences, which I don't think we have any, so let's craft some. Now let's mark out where we want everything to go. I think I want to put the first pillar about right here. The second one is going to go about here, and then the third one, I think I want it to go about here. As if for the designs for this, I want to put some trapdoors on the bottom, and then go up 3 blocks, actually 4 blocks, and then we'll put another set of trapdoors, and then we'll do that again. And then we're going to go ahead and top it off with a spruce slab. Now, this isn't the best pole, but I think this works for what I want. So now let's do this with all the others. And there are our 3 poles, and I actually think I want to back this one up a block. And I think I want to back this one up a block too. So this kind of sucks, but you know, it's whatever. Probably something that we should have mapped out beforehand, but they don't take too long to take down and rebuild. And take another look, and that is much better. In fact, I think I want to bring this one back a few blocks too. Okay, that is a lot better. Now let's get some fences set up in between them. So what I'm thinking is that we start on the very top of the block here. So kind of have it 1, 2, and 3, and then we will end on the bottom one over there. In which we have something like that, and then we will do the same thing from there to there, and then from there to there. Right now, I think this looks a little weird, but you know what? It's fine. Let's craft up some banners. Because hopefully, when we have the banners in place, this will look a lot better. I did not realize how expensive banners were. Okay, so right now, this may look still a little bit weird. But again, we are not done. We're going to add a little bit more to this. I want to add some lanterns. Because, well, our base is very much not lit up. Like, when it gets nighttime, there are mobs everywhere. So that's going to be actually part of the polishing phase. It's going to be just adding some lights. But I do want to add in some little bit of lanterns on the bottom here, which could add a little bit. For not only lighting up the area, but also just adding a little bit of variation to this. And I am liking this, but I think there's one more thing we can do, and it is actually to trade out some of these lanterns for some soul lanterns. I've added in all of the lanterns here, and I've also added in another pillar with some more banners on it. Because when standing over here, it kind of felt like everything else was a little too far away, so I brought the banners a little closer. But I absolutely love this banner thing. I think it looks so cool, and I think it's a great addition to the base. But that also means we can knock off our cool banner thing, which just leaves this last part, which is polishing, which I'm actually going to do this one off camera so we can get a little bit of a before and after. So take a look at this area and just look around, see all the details. We're not probably changing like so much that it's going to be a drastic difference, but just pay attention. Little details here and there. And take a look again because there is now change. As you see, we now have some marks in the road. We also have some lamps and some more bushes. And I have also gone ahead and lit up the entire area with just some frog lights under the carpets. And I've also added some more buttons around the area for little stones. But there is one more thing that we have to do for this polishing, in which is cleaning up my chest monster right here. Not only do I want to clean up my chest monster, but I also want to clean up my ender chest because I've got some shulkers in here with just some random stuff in here. So while I'm cleaning this up, we need to go visit Lazy. I have a little present for you.
Ooh, I love presents.
So, as we are getting to the end of the season,
oh, unfortunately.
Yeah, but you know, new endeavors, it's always good.
Yeah, for sure.
I got something for you.
All right.
And that is in my end chest, right here. See,
Okay.
you ran my escape room a little while ago.
I did.
And it just so happens that you have lowest time.
Ooh.
So,
That's
you
awesome.
get, it's not big, because not everybody ran it, but there's 15 diamonds there for you.
Ooh.
For winning
That's
the escape room.
Heck yeah. I love it. I love being a winner. I breathe excellence and excel championships. That's what we do.
And now we have a cleaned up storage room, which means that we can come out here and knock off polishing from our list. Oh, and don't forget, we have to make sure we're clean and put this right back in the chest. But it does look like that we are out of things on our list. So I guess we're done. Our base is 100% complete. I can't believe it. So since we're done, let's reminisce a little bit by coming over here to where it all started, where we had the ring of all of the members right here on day 1 of Season 4. And then as soon as we started, we moved up there to, of course, our starter town where we all have made some amazing builds. And this right here, of course, is our starter house. And when I say our, I mean because we're not the only ones that live here, because, you know, Sherb lives here too. But we've also since come over here and redid our front yard, and we've also come in here and made the man cave with Sherb, which I'm so excited to actually be able to use this. And then of course Sherb lives right over here. And then we come upstairs to the newly interior that we did only a few episodes back. And I will say my Starter Town house is actually one of my favorite builds for the season. Next up is over here at the shopping district, because this is where we all sold items for diamonds. We had some amazing shops come in here, and if I would have to pick one to be my favorite, I'm gonna actually have to pick Calvin's shop up there, because it actually has like wind effects on it, and it's just a great looking shop. In this season, we had two shops. We had our shulker shop over here and our wood shop back there, where obviously in the shulker shop, we are selling shulker boxes. And then over here in the wood shop, we are selling every single type of wood. The next spot I want to visit is over here in the gaming district, where unfortunately we weren't able to make any games this season in the gaming district itself, but we have had some great things over here, including Calvin's fishy business game, which is so much fun to play. It is also a real head taker. And then during the month of October, we came over here to the Halloween district and we built up this witch's tower with this cooking pot on it that has an armor stand display of all of the members. This build is also one of my favorites just because I love the scene that was created in here. And this build was also my first time using the mod Axiom as well, in which I did end up using that mod for my base as well. And then the next place that I would like to visit is our industrial district, because this place is the source of a lot of our resources. That being most of my wool, all of our villagers, which we barely actually ended up using this season, because most of the blocks that I was using was all the natural blocks that you have to mine manually. Of course, we have our iron farm over there that Lazy helped us build. And then over here we have our entire wood making factory, starting off with our bone meal farm, which feeds directly into the tree farm. And then this farm does pretty much every type of wood but dark oak and mangrove, so we built another farm over there which takes care of the mangrove trees. And then that little guy down there, which is for the mangrove propagules, and that little guy down there is for the nether saplings, whatever they're called. And then of course, I'm standing on our concrete converter, which surprisingly enough, I think Calvin actually used this thing more than I did this season. The original plan was for us to put a farm over this entire savanna right here, but obviously that did not get done because I really didn't know what farms I really needed, especially because most of it was already being sold in the shopping district anyway. And last but not least, we have our mega base. I absolutely love how this base came out, including adding in this river and especially this campsite. I'm really happy with how this one came out over here. And these banners actually really tie in this place really well. And then of course, over here, we do have our escape room right there, which again, was something that I loved making and I would love to revisit it again in a future season because I've learned a lot about making escape rooms and I would love to give it another tackle. But I don't know about next season. I kind of already have a different plan. In fact, I want to see this place with shaders. Oh yeah, this place is really nice with shaders. And now that we're done, well, I need a spot to put my stuff. So I'm going to grab an armor stand from our chests, come over here, and actually place it down right here. Because this is where we are going to put up our stuff for the season. And there it is. Everything is here. We have the armor stand, and then we have my end chest over here, and then my own tools here. So yeah, I now have nothing in my inventory, which means we're done for the season. So I hope you all enjoyed this season, and I hope you guys have a great day, or night, or whatever it is right now. And I will see you all in Season 5. Goodbye.